All right, we should be live. What's going on, guys? Friday night. Nicole and I are both in here again. Nicole's just over here.
Hello.
So, I wanted to build some more kits because that seems to be the most fun thing to do. So I went to RC Country and I picked up 2 items. Both of these are from Cross RC. And RC Country is my local hobby shop. So this one here is the HC4, which is a great big scale military thing. This is definitely going to be a fairly involved one. And then also we have this D20, which is a howitzer, like a pull behind trailer howitzer style. And I think that one probably going to be pretty fun. So trying to figure out which one we should do. I don't think that this HC4 is a one night type build, but I think that the howitzer can be, even though it looks fairly involved as well. But anyway, hopefully audio's good. Comments. What's it look like over there?
Pretty good so far.
Anybody have any
Constructive criticism?
input on which kit we should use yet or start with? I'm kind of leaning towards the howitzer. And I should say, like, this thing is, it's good. Like, these are the outriggers. These things are 18 inches long. So, I don't know. Looks like it's got some 1.9 tires for it, trailer tire style. I'm guessing at the same time this one's one that would benefit more from being painted and whatnot beforehand.
Let's see. Do the truck. Suits scale painting is back. Either sounds good on my end. Nicole, that's her name. I forgot her name when I ordered bearings, but I said hi to Harley's wife. Thank you. HC4. Steve and Eddie could probably get that thing to shoot.
Yeah.
Truck. We have Moose Jaw. Bang Bang. Howitzer. SD Scalers. Do the smaller box. Seriously, you need to build the truck first. That's what she said. Start on the HC4 kit. Howitzer. I remember you saying you didn't like Cross RC. You said you'd rather have an RC 4-wheel drive kit.
That is true. For the most part, that I would normally rather have an RC 4-wheel drive. This was a situation where I was looking for a kit to build in short order. Stopped at RC Country, and they made me an offer on building a couple of these 2 items. So I took it.
Truck, Sir Josh, please. Truck, howitzer, it's different. Will it use black powder? Truck, the howitzer is an accessory. Truck.
All right, I suppose it sounds like truck more than howitzer.
I don't know, it's half and half.
Oh, let's flip a coin. Let's go the scientific
Yeah.
way. Scientific.
Truck, always go big or go home. I bet nobody cares what you build first.
Yeah.
Just pick one.
I don't know which one I want to build.
Are you building
first.
both tonight? Let me get my caffeine. He might be building both. You'll probably only get me for one.
We'll go quarter, heads, truck, tails, howitzer, since it, obviously. Oh, this is what state is this? This is Guam, but it's got a little military guy on it. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Guam one.
What did I say? Heads was truck?
Yes.
Tails. Heads, we're doing the truck.
All right. You have the biggest, girthiest coffee mug I've ever seen.
Yes, this is quite the coffee mug.
That's his favorite.
You can fit like 5 normal cups of coffee in here.
That's his favorite cup. Did they make you an offer because of the amount of dust on the boxes on the shelves?
Is that Steven?
It's a midlife RC.
Oh.
No. Hey, y'all. Swampers RC.
So, yeah, we are going to start with the HC4. So, let's...
Which one would explode first with a 38 kV and 4S?
I think that the truck would, just because it's the only one that has a place for the motor to go.
What up, Harley? From Chance Lewis. Shots fired. Rock, paper, scissors. Hello, Josh and Mrs. Josh. That's our live PD friend. You could build that truck for Joe Exotic. Build some boom boom. Hey, from Iowa. Hey, Iowa truck. How many times does Josh sigh tonight? Sort of fast. Let's see. What kV motor are you running in your VS 410 Pro?
My VS410 Pro has a 3100 kV motor in it. So it's got the plank style bed floor for this one, which I had the GC4 cross before. It's a lot of fours. And it was a fun build. Oh, look at
My HC6
the
has
cab on
been
that.
very durable. I think it all comes down to the builder. Hello from Ohio. Yay, trucks.
Cross does do a nice job with hard bodies. It's hard to argue with that.
Hey guys, Dylan Waits here. Somebody just said here.
Here.
We need you to raise your hand.
Present and accounted for.
That's a normal coffee cup. Not sure what you guys are talking about. RC Steven said, "What's up?" Billy Mack said, "What's in the mug?" Just coffee.
Just coffee.
We're not that fun anymore. Just VPF shirts.
Should.
Suits said, "I did a custom 70s era camo job on one of those. Can I call you guys Mr. T and Mrs. T?" You absolutely.
Wait, isn't Mr. and Mrs. T Bloody Mary mix?
I don't know,
I'm
but
pretty sure. Mr. and Mrs. T is much easier than our actual last
yeah.
name.
Try going from a super easy last name to Thede that everyone is like, what?
Yeah, how do you say that?
Yeah. So yes, you can call us whatever you like. Sup from Pennsylvania. Hello, what are you guys unboxing? So if anybody just joined us.
Can you read the box from there so you can answer the phone
I
easy?
can't. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know.
You're cussing already.
Sorry.
4 minutes in. There you go.
Okay.
Cross HC4.
Josh, your life feeds are so much better with your wife giving you shit. What do you store your lipos in when not using them? I'm getting quite the collection. Need something other than a charge bag. That's a good question because we've heard stories of people's homes burning down from lipos. So that's something that I'm always really, really, really strong on.
So mine stay in an ammo can like this.
You can't really see it.
And
Oh yeah, you can.
and then it's the sorry, actually I should go here. So mine are in an ammo can, but it's also and it's vented because if you have it sealed, then you can actually have like it can turn into like a bomb. So
Super.
you want to vent it. So it's going to make a lot of smoke and smell really bad, but you're not going to burn your house down at least, hopefully.
Okay. Let's see.
So we're going through a pile of parts at this time still.
Our friends from Missouri are back. How about those leaf springs? Pete George says
Oh,
Harley.
I think this is a leaf sprung truck.
Harley, I
It
got my
is.
first crawler ordered today.
Nice. Which
Ron
one?
says, "Evening Thede family, did Josh see K&K canceled event?"
I did.
Bummer. Hello from Maine. I'll pay you $10 to squirt shock fluid all over you again. That was amazing. Cross RC, so bad. The hobby shop had to give them away. Let's see. Well, Steven, ask your question later. We're just going to get through all of the, easy stuff.
The pleasantries.
Yeah, thanks for continuing to put on an amazing show and entertaining all of us, aka Joe Public, especially during our current state from Oregon. So I ordered the Vanquish steering links and Panhard link for my TRX4. Didn't realize it was 4 TRX4 axles on a VS410 chassis. I modified it and made it work. Oh yay! Hi, 3 a.m. in Northern Ireland. I've got plenty of
nice.
coffee, so let the building begin. Welcome. Tiger stripe camo job for sure. Remove the rubber seal though. We've got New Zealand,
Nice.
our favorites.
So we don't actually have to do step 1, 2, 3, because that's all how to assemble this, which is the gearbox, the 2-speed gearbox, and it is comes pre-assembled.
Okay.
And I'm not going to disassemble it to check. That
Did
they
you watch the
decrease.
Freedom 500?
Oh, I did not. It got moved up till yesterday, and yesterday was a hectic end of the day. So by the time I got home, it was pretty much over.
Should have picked up a Ford Ranger kit. I'm jealous. My hobby shop is closed. I think we heard that some of them are staying open under.
Oh, they're selling teaching tools and hardware.
Hardware. So check and see, and definitely support your local hobby shop right now, because everyone's sitting at home, building trucks. Let's see.
Let's try and find where the actual parts are hidden. So,
Let's see.
but you would think bag A would be where you start, but it does not appear to be true.
Let's see. Hang on. I built that HC4 last year. You're gonna need more coffee. Oh, hey, what's up from Manhattan?
Hey, Manhattan, Kansas.
Yeah, the Little Apple. My little brother went to K-State. I went to KU, so how it goes. Seattle. What's up from West Virginia? Hello from good old New York.
All right. We have so many parts to just try and find.
San Antonio. Mama Thede.
Hey.
Hi, Mama. We miss you. Somebody said I keep mine in an ammo can in the fireplace with the drafts open. Nice.
Hey, that's a good way to stop the smell.
Did you get my package yet? I sent you for the SCX 10.3.
I don't think so. Who is it?
98 Jeep Cherokee.
Oh, I did. 98 Jeep Cherokee. Yes, the turbos are sitting on top of it right now.
Oh, that was somebody. Yeah. I thought you made those.
No,
We were playing with those the other night. They're super cool. I told him
they're from the 19 Wraith, and he had extras, which are perfect. We finally found the first parts we need.
You guys need to add Matt Kit to the stream just so we can see all his criticism about your building this kit. I let them do that. If I don't have to narrate, then I'm happy to pass that job on. When my lipos are in storage, I put them in individual cubbies that I made out of cinder blocks. Seems to work well so far. Hey from Alaska. The building guides from Cross are very good and clear.
Oh, that is, I so greatly disagree. The diagrams are good, but like the bag organization and all that is just the worst. Like,
let's see. I'm so behind. The look on Josh's face when he realized it was a leaf spring was cool.
I know. I remember I built the GC4 and it's a leaf sprung truck. I just forgot.
Hello, everyone from Kearney, New Jersey. Hello, Nicole. Great to hear you. That you're here. Josh's going to be breaking out a 3D printer to make a conversion kit to get rid of the leaf spring.
Yeah.
Has the transmission let go yet?
Hasn't seen power yet, but you can start the countdown now, I guess.
Can Vanquish D44 axles go on an AX-10-2? Sorry, not related. That's okay.
AX-10-2. An SCX-10-2? Yes, it can, but it takes some...
There's also an AX-10.
There is an AX-10,
yeah.
but there's not an AX-10-2.
Oh. Hi from New Zealand. We've got another Kiwi here. Joe Exotic as the driver and Ty Carol Baskins to the back with a chain.
Would you like to discuss your Carol story?
No.
No?
Greetings from Savannah, Georgia. Is Vanquish going to release portal boxes for the Capra axles?
Yeah, Knuckles will come.
How about Nicole Build and Josh read the comments? Pretty sure you guys would tune out on that.
We should switch to that for one step.
Not. Let's see.
Are we not wanting to discuss Carol?
What about Carol?
Huh? About ours?
Oh, about our new baby?
Yeah.
Our new fur baby? Yeah, but she's not here yet, so...
Yeah.
So your mom's watching? Mom, you're getting a new grand kitty?
Yeah. Kitty is what...
Grand kitty.
Yeah.
Fur baby. Yes, we're super excited. We don't get her for another few weeks because she's only 8 weeks old. So
And she's getting an exotic pet from a lady named Carol.
Oh yeah, that's it. The cat's a Cheeto, which is a combination between a Bengal, which is what we already have, and another hybrid cat. But yes, the breed. She looks like a little leopard, but the breeder's name is Carol. So yes, I am buying a cat from a woman named Carol.
An exotic pet.
Yeah, it's not exotic. It's a domestic cat.
Her website literally says exotic.
Well, looking. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm so behind. What's up from Kentucky? Niagara Falls, Canada. We love Niagara Falls. We got engaged at Niagara Falls in the falls. What's up from Michigan? Is this your first cross RC?
It is not. This is my second one, I guess.
Can you say happy birthday to my stepdad? It will make his day. His name is Nick Gurr.
Did we say happy birthday? Is that what it was?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nick Gurr.
Thanks for watching. LA, I don't know if it's LA or Louisiana. What? Unrelated, but trying to get an opinion on best foams for TRX4 Sport with stock tires.
Not sure if someone was trying to prank you there or not. That's what it is.
Oh, ew.
I know.
It's severely hindered my efforts to grow a channel since I need parts to fix all my broken trucks. North Kakalaki. Who's the lady talking?
That is my wife. She sits over there.
They decided to turn into renovation time. They might have. Okay. North Dakota. Mark Twain Hobby is still open for now.
That's in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah. I send them bearings. Hello from Bremerton, Washington. Hello from Southern Utah. How much was that kit?
This kit was $649. And the howitzer was $200.
Now I'm getting reverb. Oh, man. Okay.
Our audio go weird for a minute?
I don't know. Hang on, let me catch up. Shout out to Tony's Hobbies, Baldwin Park, California. Still taking orders for pickup. The Freedom 500 was The COVID stuff really tanked what it could have been if it wasn't so rushed. Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, I have family in Knoxville. Love it there. Nice to see a military truck build. Mold that truck cab. Michigan checking in. Columbia, Tennessee. You have a major echo. Hi from Australia. Cross military trucks are great. Haters gonna hate. Let's see. Okay. Do you have any trucks besides RTRs that are brushed? Do you want me to unmute you?
Sure. I have some, maybe. Okay, no, I don't. I've replaced the brush motors in some trucks that are currently, but other than that, no, I don't.
Does anybody know if Axial Fest Badlands is canceled?
It hasn't been announced that it's been canceled yet, but it's probably going to be right on that cusp, being that it's right around the time of K&K.
You should have Matt put your leaf springs together so you don't have to. Alpena, Michigan. I'm not seeing the comments. What's up? I don't know. But Matt would love to see you building a leaf truck. Holy shit, what a transmission. Howdy from Ohio. You will need to restock on black glue after this kit. Feed your leaf spring hate, Josh.
Am I unmuted?
Yes. I had to hop off. How many size are we at yet?
Well,
we're still going through intros, so not a ton yet. Glad to see you aren't wearing a playmat again.
I love that shirt.
You do. Yes, you do. You deep down really like the leaf springs and Crocs. You have mentioned before that the gearing for the Capra is too tall. I'm gear illiterate. What does that mean, and how does that affect your driving?
It means that I like my gearing normally in a trail truck or rock crawler to be somewhere around 40 to 50 to 1, meaning it takes 40 or 50 rotations of the motor for it to make one rotation of the tires. When the Capra is somewhere closer to like 30, which basically that means that you don't have the torque advantage of, for the motor before it gets to the wheels, and that makes it more difficult to have fine control, makes the motor work harder. There we go. This had like a bad thread at the start, so I had to get it started. Anyway, so you just can't get the gearing low enough. It's like on a full-size truck. If you put really big tires on it, oftentimes you need to re-gear the axles to be able to get your motor back, having enough power to actually turn them efficiently.
Your mom said yay. Josh needs a Joe Exotic mullet. Sorry, I'm kind of skipping Josh Exotic. That trans case just looks cheap.
It's heavy.
Somebody said had a snow bangle once, destroyed everything in the house. Our snow bangles are Angel, but our other bangle was not.
He was a hellion.
Yeah, but he was good. She said, so cool, excited. My Capra's in parts, waiting for my UCFab skid plate. Also have a trans coming and Incision metal gears. Hey, Josh, these live streams are awesome. Thank you for doing these. They're much appreciated. A Dancy Ridge Rock?
A what?
I don't know.
Oh, I've heard of it, but not one that I've thought about using myself.
What's the best hard body crawler?
I don't know. The word best is always the hard part. Depends on what you're looking for, If you're looking for a military truck, you're looking for like just a regular pickup. The RC4 drive's kind of hard to beat, it seems. All right, let's find something that looks like a shock. Just one, though, I guess.
Oh, that goes back. I'll move over here. Oh, was that okay? Somebody said it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna flag it because that's not nice.
Yep.
I don't like that. You're an asshole.
Agreed.
You can go away. Let's do this. What an ass. I was trying to be nice.
I know, right? That's how they get you.
Okay, sorry. How is our echo? Oh, and another one.
Nope, it's not these parts. I'm having a hell of a time finding what parts are supposed to be where. I remember this on the last one. They're just very poorly organized kits.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
What?
People are confused. Hello.
Yeah, she's over there.
I'm the woman in the background. What made you get this kit?
I wanted to build a kit on the internet tonight. And, oh, there we go. These look like shocks. So I went into RC Country, which is my local hobby shop. And I said, I want to build a kit tonight. What do you have? And they said, we have these two items that need built. So I picked these up from them, and then I'm going to return them to them when I'm done. So I'm not even keeping these. We're just going to build them. Shocks were a little leaky in the bag.
At least you get skill points for leaves. Please forget a bleeder screw. Please forget a bleeder screw. I want to see spray oil everywhere. How much would one of those cost today?
This one at RC Country, it was $649.
In my experience, that rig is geared high, has a lack of mechanical traction when trying to crawl. Hey Josh, have you ever tried a Three Brothers RC A66 motor? And so, did you like it? If so, did you like it?
No, I pretty much stick to Holmes or Tekin. I just kind of trust them better as far as what they're actually developing. I think a lot of the, some of the other ones like you're seeing like that are just, they're just getting some available OEM motors from overseas and running with it. So the other guys have been in business and kind of know the field better, I think. And so I trust what their input is more.
Your mom said I love when Nicole's on.
You feel?
Suits said tell them to send me the body.
That would be I don't remember. A hard body, especially like this one. It's a lot of hard body.
Let's see.
But hey, if you want bodies to paint.
Yeah. Hey from Apple Valley. Hey neighbor. Cool hat. Where'd you get it?
Lids. Just a Volcom, I think, or something like that, right?
I don't know. Unimog 10 links when?
It shouldn't be too long. Right now, though, we are short-staffed, so we're kind of chipping in all the places needed around the shop, which means that some stuff is falling behind on what needs to get done elsewhere, like putting BOMs together for parts like that.
Think this is going to be worse than the GOM?
Ooh. I doubt it. Highly doubt it.
What was that?
It was one by a company called G-Made, and it had the weirdest engineering decisions made on it.
Oh, yeah.
This one is just... I remember building the last one of these, and it was... Again, I think the kit is very poorly organized, but it wasn't like the biggest pain to put together, at least.
Someone said that they need more cats on the Scale News update. I forgot to read that earlier. Did it burn when you touched the leaf springs? Does it add value because you built it? Who's 3DRC?
I don't know.
I love it.
I highly doubt that. I doubt that they'll advertise that portion of it when it's for sale at RC Country.
What if they don't take it back after you build it?
Hey, even better for me then, because I don't have my credit card.
Perfect. They probably have a tab, though.
Yeah, probably.
You should at least go make a running video with it before you return it. RC Outlaw says, I just want to thank you for your build videos and news updates.
I had this shop rag on my lap here because I wiped off the grease on those shocks, and then I drank my coffee and then wiped my face with it.
You love having shock grease on your face. Holmes Hobbies for the win. It's all I prefer to sell in my hobby shop.
Which hobby shop?
It's Craig Thompson.
Craig Thompson? Oh, I wonder if that... Justin Thompson Justin Thompson. Denver?
Mike. Oh,
no,
Mike Thompson is
Mike, yeah.
in Utah.
That's T-money.
Yes. Are you going to paint this build orange? I don't think we're painting.
I don't think we're painting tonight, that's for sure.
Is that rig worth the price?
We haven't built it yet.
We shall see.
We're still trying to find pivot balls for that. I wonder if they're plastic. I bet they are. They are. That makes sense.
Are you still anti-hobby wing axe system?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Nicole's the best. Thank you, Phoenix RC. Hello all. Happy to make it. RC Rorschach. We're happy you made it too. Is that a toilet paper on the... Oh no, that's a mug.
Yeah.
It does look like a toilet paper roll. Our friend Rollins is...
Roland Gigermanis?
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm saying his last name right.
I don't know. But I forgot already how to say Good Morning in Lafayette. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. You got the place right, though.
I knew that. Josh, what would be a good shock for an SCX-10 II?
Incision shocks. I mean, it's what I run and everything. I have good luck with them. I like them. I'm going to open the window.
Yeah. Best performance upgrades for a stock SCX-10 II.
Performance upgrades for an SCX-10 II. I would watch Matt and I's budget build off, our first one. We did like 16 weeks each of budget of SCX-10 II tips. It's like 32 videos to watch.
Okay. I was going to buy a Mini Z 4x4. Anything else I should consider in that price range?
If I'm not mistaken, that Mini Z 4x4 is like $200. So if you want something small, it's a pretty cool one, being hard body and all. But it's a little bit more expensive than than most of the other minis. I have a nosy friend. Hi.
Let's see. What was specifically wrong with the GOM? I almost bought one.
Well, I didn't like the design of the transmission.
Oh, somebody's answered. Yeah. The transmission is built into the skid.
There's that. Then there's just like the amount of hardware used for everything, and like 4 different size screws together in one area to try and do anything on it was just a major pain. And then all of the other G-made-ish type issues that followed.
Do you have a day job?
I do have a day job, and it is also RC. So it's basically all RC all the time.
Yes, it is.
Even at home.
Yep. Gigantic coffee cup. Josh, this is all caps, so he's serious about it. Josh, I still have my poison spider to trade up toward a flip truck, dude.
Is that
Craig Banks?
Craig, I think I talked to Craig on the phone this week.
So what do you think about the Hobbywing Max 10 330 kV setup? 3300, sorry. Max
10? I don't have any idea. I don't know that system at all.
Put your Herbie Hancock on it. It'll increase the value. Little grease never hurt anyone. Shockwell's better than chapstick. Are you going to comp it?
Negative.
No. Josh, keep growing that beard.
I can't go to the barber and get my beard trimmed. He's closed.
Too bad you.
What?
Too bad you don't live with a hairdresser.
Not a barber.
Yeah, that's true. It's Scale Builders Workshop in Clifford, Ontario, Canada. You look like you lost a lot of weight.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did. Had him on a strict diet. Just tuned in. What are you assembling?
I'm going to teach you to answer some of these, remember?
No.
I put the box over there even so you could read it.
Oh, HC4?
Yeah, Cross RC, HC4.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. What LiPo charger do you use?
I have a few different ones. So up here on my bench, I've got one from ProTech, and it's their 4-place charger. So you can charge 4 at once, obviously. And then I also have a Venom Pro Duo over there. My Prodigy, I think. What is this? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, Prodigy. It does life batteries, though, which is like my receiver pack. So my Venom won't do that. So there's, all of that. All right, now you have to find leaf spring perches. Ugh.
Do you think Axial Donor will be canceled at Axial Fest?
I think that Axial Fest at Donner will be good.
Yeah, I mean, we shall see. Who knows what is happening? I don't think we don't have any inside info on any of that.
That's my birthday though, so just saying.
So you think that they put Axial Fest on for your birthday?
I mean, or to steal my thunder of my birthday.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're out to get you. Why are the Vanquish Capra axle housings so flat at the link mount side? They don't have that rounded shape like the other Vanquish axle housings.
I mean, it's just a lot of to build some of the adjustment in there to build for later options. Like, there's mounts across the backside for more link mounts or link mounts like panhard mounts. There's a bunch of stuff going on back there just to try and make everything, make it a little bit more usable for other, custom applications and things like that. And then just to fit a truss all the way across there that'll hold the link mounts and all that, just for machining in a nice way, I think it worked out best.
Josh, what is the compound in the VS410 Ultra tires?
I guess we didn't really put a name on our compound. It's pretty similar to like a R35 though.
What was the other one you had to build there? It was a howitzer.
A howitzer. It's a trailer machine gun.
Fun. How do you store your tires when not using just being a shelf queen?
All of my trucks back there sit on some of them do currently. There's like a Crawler Innovation cell block that you can get. It's like a dense foam. I got it over there. It's a closed cell foam. But on these shelves, they're actually, you can't fit a full-size one. So there's some half-height ones that Eddie had made in the past, and he actually had some more. So I'm going to get some more of those from him. But other than, like, if I didn't have the height restriction there, normally they just sit on a Crawler Innovation cell block. I think they're like $9 each, but they're awesome. They're worth it. And that's all I use basically. 11 to see, like, they don't name screws by length. They put these numbers on it. 11210 for this screw. And then this length is underneath of it here, but they call it out by that 11210 number everywhere else. It's very annoying.
Josh, can you let Mike know, or Mike, tell Mike thanks for this great service on my AR60 axle problem. Got the replacement in 2 days. Vanquish products are awesome. He will let him know.
Or it might have been us even, because Mike is handling customer service remotely and then having us do it right now.
So he probably spoke with.
Yes, he's on top of customer service though. In oh, that's an 18.
I think it's a great time to talk about roads. No.
What kind of roads? Road question?
Road to hell. Are you and Matt going to do another budget build off anytime?
We're definitely gonna pick some sort of series. Another mayhem or a budget build or who knows, but something.
Where can I find stock wheels for the 4.6 Power Wagon?
Stock wheels for the 46 Power. I don't even know what stock wheels for a 46 Power Wagon look like.
Josh, for those of us new, what is Incision?
Incision is just like an option for us to make links. Vanquish always used to only do titanium links. And then to make a link that was still a really good link, but didn't just step on the toes of the Vanquish stuff, we made the Incision links. So those are made out of stainless. They're still machined in-house, and they're just made out of stainless instead of titanium. So we put them under a different line.
So Incision is a brand of Vanquish.
Yeah, it's a brand. Most of it's made in the same place as the Vanquish stuff here in Sacramento. We do have some stuff from each that are made. Like, we don't have gear cutting machines, so we have gears made overseas, like little things like that. We're very transparent on what we do outside of the facility, but we just stupid leaf pack.
I'm so far behind.
There we go.
Okay. I'm trying to catch up. Hello from Virginia. Been watching you for several months, and you have inspired me to get back into crawling. I got out my AX10 Scorpion with an original VF dig and rooster and redid it. Thanks.
Original VF dig. Visionary fabrication.
Oh, you know what it is. Cool.
Way back.
What electronics are you going to put in it? Just tuned in.
I don't know how far we'll get with that. If being that it's brushed, comes with a brush motor installed, like a pretty simple ESC, like a Hobbywing 1080 would probably work just fine.
I have the Pro Duo charger, and I'm 99% sure that it can charge life packs. Do you have an older model?
It might, or it might be an older model because mine won't do life packs. It's like the one thing that it's so much easier to take with me on the road when I go, but to charge life packs on it's not the way you should be doing it. So it's like sketchy hotel room charging.
God. Leaf sprung. What radio do you like? West Virginia in the house.
Mainly I use my Futaba 4PV. I've got like the more expensive, PXs and things like that, but for the most part I like my my 4PV. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm building this TRX4 kit, and you got me using calipers on all the bearings. Why?
It's always good to check.
It should be right.
Well, you just check to make sure that you're got the right one.
And then there's a shit ton of bearings in that kit.
How many bearings are in the TRX4 kit?
41.
There you go. See?
Or 4. Yeah. I think it's 41. They're 41 or 43. There's a lot. Howitzer build tomorrow. You are pushing your luck. Oh, yeah, that's a good call. Yoga blocks work well for an RC stand. That's great. I have a screenshot of you with the leaf pack in your hand. I'm sending it to Matt. Mrs. Josh, what do you think of grown men playing with toy cars? Be truthful. I think it could be a way worse thing that he was spending his money on. And I love all the people in crawling, and I grew up around big cars, so little cars are just as fun. I don't drive them, and I don't own them. I don't have them, but I enjoy the community of it. But I'll call y'all nerds in a heartbeat, trust me. But that it comes from a place of love. Okay, I'm so far behind.
Let's see. All right. This.
Oh God. Okay, whoever asked that at RC Ranch gave us $5.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Are you supposed to ask a question?
Yeah.
What are you supposed to ask?
You're killing me. I almost feel like I need more than $5 to ask this, but I'll do it. How far apart are the dotted lines on a highway interstate?
So a highway interstate, usually like the center divided line is a 10-foot line, the white line, and then there's a 30-foot break between the white lines. So it's called a 10-30 skip. If you're on like a minor road or maybe even like a local highway, you might see a 618 skip.
Cool. He said, I heard 12 feet. Sounds pretty suspicious.
No, 10 feet, 30-foot skip, or 30-foot gap, another 10-foot line. More you know. Usually made from thermoplastic with wet reflective beads, so that in the rain you get the reflection of the lines back at you.
Did your cat fall into your coffee cup? Everyone is super surprised.
That what?
About the leaf springs. Do you know why do you not like leaf springs? But then can you tell our leaf spring story? Is it the same kind of leaf spring?
What kind of what's our leaf spring story?
When we were driving out here in the middle of
the same desert. Leaf spring. Yeah. I don't like leaf springs just because they're ridiculous ancient technology. But whatever. And then also our leaf spring incident on Thanksgiving of 2016. So I moved out to California in January of 2016. And then Nicole and I got married in May of 2016. So she had stayed back to get everything planned. And then we just had some other life things that was beneficial for her to be able to stay back and help with back in Missouri. So it wasn't until November when she got the chance to wrap everything up and come out here and join us. But on our way out, we were in Kingman, Arizona, or near Kingman, and the leaf spring on the trailer that we were pulling broke in half, and then as it came down, it like pogoed the whole trailer because it dropped down in front, caught, and then just like flipped the trailer up. It didn't flip it over, but it definitely stranded us with a cat in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, we did have the cat, and that was a 3-day drive from Kansas City to Sacramento, and it was, it was fun. Our Jeep got stolen.
Jeep got stolen just days before that trip.
When you were supposed to come out, and then we couldn't drive back because it was in the shop because the kid took it and drove it with the emergency brake on.
In a high-speed chase. As high of a speed chase as you could be in with a Jeep Wrangler with the e-brake on.
Yeah, and so and that all happened, and so we just yeah.
I mean, I've had a vendetta against leaf springs way before that.
Okay.
Didn't help. You just get so much better technology out of a linked suspension. Come on.
Jimmy Keene said hi, Nicole. Hi. All right, guys, I apologize. I'm very far behind.
You can just skip forward if you need to. I need to like measure all of these screws and divide them out, but we all know I'm not going to do that.
Somebody said they're not toys until you put Barbie figures in them.
See? Exactly. That's why
I don't get why you don't want to put Barbie figures in them. That's the fun part.
And the reason...
Oh my God, are you actually putting springs on that? Well, we are all very, very shocked. Or is it that the isolation's getting to you?
What a time to be alive.
Have you seen the Rock Hobby 6-scale Jeep that's just been released for pre-order? Sick detail and no leaves.
I did see it. It does look interesting too. I found metal pivot balls. Damn it. We'll go back for that.
Our engineering friend says talking technical details makes engineers smile inside. Everybody else just thinks shut up towards us. I mean, I think that like he gets to talking about RC stuff in very technical detail, and my eyes glaze over. But it's about the same with engineering things. Anyone having adult beverages this evening? We are not. Oh, Aaron Eagle is on.
Esslinger?
Yes.
Nice.
Aaron Esslinger. Hey, buddy. We haven't seen you forever. Hope the family's doing well. Oh my gosh, I can't. The kids are got to be huge by now.
Yeah, they are.
Man.
Riding 4-wheelers and stuff.
Shut up. Are they really? That little curly head girl is just the cutest thing ever.
Allie?
Well, yeah, I know Allie, yes, but I'm just saying that curly hair on her is so cute. But please tell the family we said hi and hope everything is well. Let's see. Josh, make sure you grease the axles. So your head looks too big for your body on my screen.
Story of my life.
That's not your screen.
No, yeah. That's just my big old head.
That's funny. Josh, did you ever own an N64? Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm sure.
Loved my Nintendo 64.
Hello from Virginia. I love my Gen 8.
I wonder if that was like a big head mode on GoldenEye, Joe.
Marvin R just sent us $3.99.
Thanks, Marvin.
Thank you. Now I'm getting feedback again. Let's see. Yeah, this chat will make you jump. That is for sure. Have you ever tried running, I believe it's a C1 single stage foams in your crawlers instead of dual stage?
Yeah, I've ran the it's CI Crawler Innovations is what likely meant. But I've ran the single stage stuff a number of times, and it actually worked pretty well for me. I liked it.
Nicole, what do you do? In my former life back home, I'm a hairdresser, but here I actually work for Fast Eddie Bearings. So I pack and send out and ship out your bearings to you, which I love as well. Use a Barbie as a hooker, all trashy. Perfect. Didn't you have a...
No, that I didn't do that. But they did that for Scale Nationals in... Where were we? Oh, we were up in Washington or Oregon at Nationals in 2011, I think, or 12. Oh. And someone had made a trashy looking Barbie with a sign.
Oh, I meant, did you have a stripper truck?
Oh, I did. It
wasn't
a stripper truck. It was a gentleman's club themed.
So it was
It was a gentleman's club themed wrap, like as if a gentleman's club sponsored a build.
Right, so it was a stripper truck.
Broken Dreams Gentlemen's Club.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Clever.
Josh, have you seen the 2021 two-door Gladiator? I think that Proline needs to redo that 12.3 Gladiator body ASAP.
2021 Gladiator two-door. What? That sounds amazing.
Does it? Metal springs are archaic. The rest of the world should catch up to semi-trucks and run airbags.
Or triangulated four links like a gentleman. Where is... It said there were 16 mils in there. There is not.
I'm currently working on an element, converting it over to a VS 410 chassis. Is there anything I should watch out for?
For the most part, other than the panhard mount clearing the truss, it's pretty easy. So 14s. I will. Okay. I'm officially annoyed at their organization. It is quite literally the worst thing.
I apologize that I echo every once in a while. It's just because I get excited and
yell
it
towards
picks
my
up.
mic. Yeah.
Josh, Margarita Friday. They hadn't greased 2 of the 3 axles in my cross kit. What is your favorite electronics combo?
My favorite is either an RX4 or a Mamba X, and currently my favorite motor is probably that Holmes 2700 V2 Polar Pro. I've been running a lot of 4S lately, and I seem to like that combo quite a bit.
Okay, so I put a Hobby Wing 1080 ESC and TRX4. How do I go about charging my servo endpoints? Is it the same as a Traxxas ESC?
Changing your servo endpoints wouldn't be through your ESC, I guess, unless we're misunderstanding what you're discussing. Are you just trying to program the endpoints for the... If so, I can't remember the exact... I guess I'd have to refer back to the manual on the...
Aaron wants VP MOA axles.
Aaron's been getting back into comp crawling a little bit.
Oh, nice. My favorite Nintendo 64 game was RC Revolt.
Oh, man, I don't know if they're... GoldenEye and... Oh, I don't know if there was any... I mean, other than Mario Kart. Like, Mario Kart on N64 was kind of the best thing ever.
Saskatchewan, Canada. Big head mode on the dam. I don't know what that means. Good day from Perth, Australia. Hope you're all well. Hope you're well as well.
Yeah.
What tool is that, and where do I get one?
It probably means my shock pliers. I mean, if there's a delay, it's just look for shock pliers. There's a million places that have them. They can be super handy for all kinds of things. This is like a really 10-year-old set of hot racing ones.
Head mode on NBA Jam. Big head mode in Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey on N64. Are you putting oil in those shocks?
They're greased shocks, so I don't think that they actually take oil.
You should make a bumper sticker for the SCX 10.3 that says door handle 1 point. It says better than GoldenEye. If I had Josh sign my crawlers, would they be worth more?
Not likely.
No. Silly. Here in Indiana, all hobby stores are closed. How about the West Coast?
For the most part, they're staying open. Either, selling teaching aids or hardware, things like that. So, still kicking. You know what I did on the very first one of these that I should check that I didn't do again? Nope, did it right. The first time I built a cross RC, I built it with the rear axle upside down and the tires drove opposite ways. Doesn't work so well.
Jimmy Keene says Hooker Barbie was 2011 Nats.
2011, that sounds right.
About to take a huge gulp of margarita for Josh and Nicole. Thank you. Is Fast Eddie still shipping? We are still shipping. Yes. It's just the three of us, so we're all good. So yeah, we're still shipping.
Let's see.
I'm
You're what?
behind again. Do you wheel any 1-1 vehicles?
No.
No.
Not very much. I mean, I'll go out with some people every once in a while, or do easy stuff. In just getting to some places out here can be a little treacherous. I was where we go to film, but
that coffee bowl is awesome. It says, I'm telling you, get the manual off the website. It has screw links with the part number at each step. The part numbers are on the screw bags.
Oh. Well, yeah, this has the part numbers on the screw bags, but it doesn't have the length on there. And they're mixed. There'll be like multiple sizes in one bag, like this one or the other ones. And then the manual just has the part number, not the actual screw length, which is over here. And then if I was going to get it off there, I'd have to be able to try and look at the screen, and that's over there. Just a pain.
Chuck Hall said he works for Vanquish. Make him sign that shit.
Ooh.
He takes us to Red Lobster with him.
Bring my own.
Oh, I
bring
was
my
like,
own.
what?
Yeah. This one doesn't quite have a hole all the way.
Can you
through.
read this for me before I read it out loud?
Let's where. That's fine.
Okay. We had a little, sorry, Will Gerds, we had a little issue earlier. Please get Josh to say hi to my father, Bill. He's 84. Bill, my father, Bill. He's 84. And started my love for RC. That's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Your dad's awesome. Can you say hi to Bill?
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, you're awesome, Bill. Let's see. Think you should build offer a comp crawler with the crawl space. We're pretty far away from the crawl space. Let's see. TGIF HD Live and Tiger King Living Life. Nice.
Yes.
I sent you a picture of the two-door Jeep Gladiator on Instagram.
Oh, nice. I'll check that out.
He can check it out all he wants.
I wonder if it's for real or not. I mean, although I think so, I had two. Did I have 2 or 3 Wranglers in the past that were all 2-door until my current 4-door. And I have to say, that 4-door is pretty handy. But I do like the look of the two-door Brute style.
Matt said you're building the Ripper again. He put it on the SBG website. When will it be available? Sure. Let's see. What's the difference between fast eddy bearings and stock RC bearings? Josh, do not answer this. Let's see if Nicole can get this.
Oh, dang, that does look good.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I know that, like, Tamaya sends bushings, so that's why you would do bearings. I don't know. I just pack the shit up and send it to you. And I know the sizes and what's in the kits, but I don't...
She's not in sales.
Clearly. Red Cat Gen 7 or SCX10? He's going to say SCX10.
I'm going to say SCX10. That is true.
Alan Harry says, I want a job at Axial. It's probably better than building G550 private jets.
I don't know. I don't know what...
I still have my Tamaya TLT base crawler from back in the day. Do you still have yours?
Negative. I do not have any... I don't have anything old, really. Like, I don't keep stuff for very long. Like, so once I'm kind of done with a project or just over it, it usually goes away. It get repurposed a few times and then make its way to a new home.
Yeah. Styrene or Lexan?
I mean, I think I'm usually pretty clearly on the Lexan body. My driving doesn't lend itself well to... Man, does not want to make it into that.
Josh is helping out at Vanquished. Answering the phone made my day. Got into trouble with my coworker talking about flip my truck stuff. Do you not usually answer the phone?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
But since I've been in helping in shipping, I've been answering the phone.
Oh, fun. Man of many hats. Let's see. My son saw your Ultra 4 Fusion truck. He said, I want. He's 3 years old. You're in trouble.
Ugh, this Driveshafts do not want to make it.
I think I'm the only person that couldn't watch Tiger King. Turn that crap off. What? Phoenix RC. I thought we were friends. I don't even know you.
Tiger.
So
I watched
good.
it and then demanded that she watch it and sat through half of it for a second time. Let's see if I can get the other half of this Driveshaft to go on. It's like the nose of the pinion is too long and it will not let this line up.
Does Vanquish make 1-1 vehicles?
We do not.
No. That would be nice.
We'd need a bigger warehouse.
Yeah. No oil and shocks and leaf springs. Seems like Josh's favorite suspension setup.
All right. I think the nose of this pinion on this axle is just too freaking long. Because none of the ends of that drive shaft are going on.
You're the Bill that you said hi to.
Yeah.
Will said that he waved at the TV to you and Josh with a strange look on his face. Like, who are these people? Why are they talking to me? Weirdos. How is your season 1 flip break final coming along?
The first truck has already left, and the second truck is in a box just off camera. So that is one of my plans for the weekend. You excited to hear that?
I wasn't listening. Just remember, everyone, to click that like button. Cole666, thank you. We appreciate that. It helps us out. Josh, remember the oil in your last build.
I would just like a drive shaft to go on. How about that?
Evil just built an RC 4-wheel drive Bully 2.
I saw that.
Josh is a male underwear model, hangs out with hot chicks for his day job. He wishes.
All right.
If I win the lottery this weekend, name your price on your Ripper, dude. Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. I'm late to class. What are we building tonight? It's a HC4 Cross RC 2-speed 10 scale.
Nailed it.
I'm just reading the box.
That's why I put it there.
How much for a lock of your hair? I'm willing to take bids. Go retro and build a stick crawler. Show these young people how you used to do it.
Yeah.
You don't need Loctite when you cross-thread the screws.
Right?
Haven't watched Tiger King either. Oh my gosh, you have to. It's so good. It's so crazy.
I think both of these pinions are going to take massaging because not a single end of these drive shafts will go on far enough to line up the holes.
Bill Dara said, good evening, Nicole. Nice to see you back. Just got on myself. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you, Isaiah. Josh answered about his favorite power system a while ago. How would he compare Holmes Hobby Motors to Tekin ROC 412 motors? I may finally get a brushless setup.
I've got a pretty even split probably of Rock 412 motors and Holmes Polar Pros. So they're very similar. Honestly, it's just kind of I bounce around between what I'm putting in at the time or what is available at the time. I trust them both and have great luck with them both, and so they're both very, very comparable. This is super annoying. We're gonna find a way to get drive shafts on later. That's as much as I want to struggle with the drive shaft on a live build.
I really, really want to own one of your trucks as a personal hero of mine. It's a dream of mine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I will have more for sale soon.
Dang, I thought this was a 6.6.
Nope, this is a 4x4.
Winky face. Is the Vanquish Origin kit still worth buying or just pick up the VS410 Pro?
I would suggest that you get the Pro. It drives so much better. It really does. It's so much fun to drive the Pro.
Dremel tool, Josh.
I'm gonna have to, but the Dremel tool's in the other room, so.
Jeremiah Stahlberg just said, Josh, I ordered incision gears for my SDX10 transmission. Please tell me you didn't pack them.
I might have.
Hey, Nicole, glad to see you are able to join again. We like to see you manhandle Josh around. If this build keeps fighting you, I say turn it into a Mythbusters episode and blow it up. That's a good idea.
I don't technically own this car yet.
Oh, yeah. We don't own it. Somebody said I had to grind both those pinions to get the drive shafts to work.
Yep, that's the route that I'm going to go as well. So it doesn't surprise me.
The big question is, will your hand fit under this truck? Couple pounds of tannerite should fix it. I bet half these guys would drink your sweat from a mason jar. We're not going to find out because that's gross. Josh, how's the Chester Cheetah paint scheme coming along? It's the Beanie Baby truck.
Rude.
Tonight, live build part 1. Tomorrow, live build part 2. Yeah, no. I mean, he can do it. Stick crawler, shit pimp cane crawler.
There
The
should have been
crawler,
there should have been more pauses in your.
Yeah, I know. I know. After I read it, it's like one of those things you have to read it out loud to
Yeah, the pimp cane was the poor man's stick chassis.
I know.
Are you proud of yourself that you know that? Because they are. They're proud of you.
I just have heard you and Holmes talking about it before. Please review that Cross RC. Let's see. US Park Talk. I want to know more about that username. That sounds interesting. I just bought $75 of fast eddy bearings for my Tamiya 6x6 Dynahead. Ugh. Doesn't that one have like 3511 fours in it? Like the
it sounds
heads
plausible.
and stuff.
Yes.
That's the way I fix stuff too. I usually use a big hammer.
Yeah. I approve.
That's funny, but I can't read it. Looks like you do not need drive shafts.
Tell you what, this one's gonna roll smooth on the bench.
Hello from STL. Hello.
Hello.
Cardinals suck. Sorry.
Making friends over here.
You know, we're big Royals fans, so gotta say it. Get some Bluetooth drive shafts.
I'm gonna be about that plan.
Good to see Cross RC's reputation for quality precedes itself.
Let's see. It shows a big old spacer for your servo. And let's see where that lives.
Sand down the end a smidge. I bet it's too long.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. I just don't. It needs like a good little bit taken off of it, and the Dremel's in the other room, and we'll get back to it.
Somebody told me that you should make me go.
Yeah, you would come back with totally the right tool.
Oh, sorry. I think I know what a Dremel is.
I was gonna have you get my.
But I was gonna say,
You're busy? It's in this bag.
I'm not your.
You're not my Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically I am, but. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, Josh. Who's the narrator?
See her over there?
It's me.
That's my wife. That's Nicole.
Drinking Josh's sweat from a mason jar might be gross, but I would do it for one of his trucks. Hero for life, brother. Oh, you're sweet, but no. My brother painted a Pink Panther truck for me.
Nice.
Cheetah, not Cheeto. I don't know.
So Matt and I were discussing, and I guess I didn't. So I was calling him Chester Cheetah, Cheeto, rather than Chester Cheetah, the mascot from.
Oh yeah, it's Chester Cheetah.
Yeah, I guess I thought it was just like a pun, and they said Cheeto.
But he's a cheetah.
I know. I thought it was like kind of more punny. I didn't think they just. I know I'm screwing these all the way, and you don't need to do that, but I'm not putting a servo in right now, so I'm just putting them in there like placeholders.
Whoa.
I got it.
Easy.
I got it.
Any recommendations for a 5V servo for my SCX-10 II?
Servo is kind of all about budget. Like, you get what you pay for. Buy as good as you can afford. And the thing is that you'll break and burn up a lot of servos, especially when you're kind of bargain hunting for them. And you know, you can get like $20 JX servos that are 20 kilogram, and they're not terrible. They'll get the job done for a while. They're not fast or all that efficient or anything like that, but the gears are decently strong, so it'll get you by.
Okay. Well, yes, a little bit, yes. I have to read it first, and then he said, is it awkward to read our shit and not catch people being dicks? Yes, but we have a pretty good crowd, so
It doesn't happen very
it
often.
doesn't happen very often, luckily, because you guys are great. So, but yes, somebody was earlier and they got booted. Old Ford's Garage says hi.
Old Fords?
Ford's, what did I say?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's not easy to assemble. Good brother, big like, and subbed. Wish you the same.
Oh, also, I have a giveaway going on right now for anybody.
Ooh.
It's linked in the description of this video as well, but it's for a Mamba X ESC and a Holmes 2700 kV brushless motor. It's for the 100th episode of the Scale News Update. So I thought I'd do a giveaway. So you can go join that, enter it. You can enter it once a day, even on some of the things. So you can get like extra entries if you keep coming back to watch.
Cool.
So, all right, time for the chassis rails.
Yay.
Finally.
If you had to pick a leaf spring rig to own, which one would it be?
If I trying to think if there's anything I'd own other than a TF2. I can't think of anything other than a TF2 at the moment, at least. So that would be my gut reaction.
Okay. Which brushed Holmes motor would you recommend?
My favorite Holmes brush motor is the 13-turn Crawlmaster. It's a 5-slot motor, so the 13-turn is more, it's closest to like a 27-turn as far as speed goes. So don't get confused by the turn number, but that's my favorite.
Okay. And I said, well, damn, hating on my Cardinals. Sorry. Born and bred Kansas City, and it's an I-70 matchup. Gotta hate on them. It's just like hating on the Raiders. Hello from New Jersey.
All right.
The Techno 410 is my dream build. LOL.
Techno 410, yeah.
Best budget receiver
Uh,
and radio.
kind of depends on what your budget is, as you know. That those questions are always the hardest. Well, that's going to be the lower. 211. 18 mil.
Moose Strauss is usually tinkering on my RC when I watch your channel, but not cooking spaghetti. All right, we'll be there.
What'd we have?
We'll be there in a minute.
Spaghetti.
We had spaghetti squash with.
Spaghetti squash spaghetti.
Yes.
Like,
Brandon Southern says, "Hey y'all, just got home. What's up?" $5 Nicole slug Josh in the arm. I don't think you can do that on YouTube. You need the Delta tabletop multi. No, he doesn't need anything.
what is it? Is it a tool I don't have?
No.
Well, what does it say?
I don't know.
Maybe it could save me time, which would mean that you wouldn't have to read comments as long. And it would only mean that I got to buy another tool.
Okay. Delta tabletop multi belt and disc sander.
Oh, okay. I have those tools in the other room, just not in this room. Handy during live builds.
Are we sure Josh isn't drinking?
That coffee cup is only.
Only coffee. I didn't realize there were people out there who actually ate spaghetti squash. Me too, and it's really not that bad. It's actually good. Like it doesn't.
It's really not that bad.
No.
With spaghetti squash and spinach meatballs.
But it's like.
There's actually meat in it.
Yeah.
We're not vegan like Matt.
That's vegan.
They eat mainly vegan at home.
Ew.
I know, right?
Gross.
I made fun of
That's
them.
why he looks green.
I made fun of them.
Yeah. People from the Midwest don't understand the whole vegan thing. My parents, if you told my parents that you were vegan, they would say, "Oh, well, we have chicken." Like that's what they think vegan is. Like if you told them you didn't eat any kind of meat at all, I don't know what they would do.
like for breakfast or all day?
Right. Like I don't like that. Just would not process. Ooh, this is a really good question, Marcus. Have you ever built your own RC from scratch and not a kit? And any advice if so?
Um,
That's kind of cool.
I guess it depends what you mean. Like, yes, if you mean I could still like use axles and a transmission and things like that, then yes, I've built, a chassis from scratch or things like that a number of times. But if you mean further than that, like actually trying to build my own axles, then
I'm doubting that he's thinking
Yeah.
that. I'm thinking just parting, like,
and-
piecing it together.
right. And if so, then yes. And I also have like videos on how I go through the whole process and
Like, so you're not, that's cool.
yeah. And I have free templates on my website where you can go download, and it shows you like the length of the tubes to cut and how to bend them, and
That's cool. What's your website?
harleydesigns.com.
Yeah. We have an Amazon link on there. If you click on it and you shop on Amazon through our link, then we get a little bit of credit for it. Just helps us keep going. Okay, I like that. Have you ever built an RC drift car?
I have.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I had to drive it, remember?
And remember, you did a video with me on it.
I know, because I had to drive it.
No, it was when we did the Not My Hands.
Oh, God. That was so silly. Jimmy Keene said, "Don't join the giveaway, it's all mine." Josh, you should build a replica of Big Ollie Bronco from the original Gone in 60 Seconds.
I don't know if I've ever seen the
I
original
didn't know there
Gone.
was an original.
I mean, Nick Cage is hard to beat. But I did know that it wasn't the original. But
Can you get John Holmes to toss in a tie-dye shirt with the giveaway? I bet he makes those himself.
he does.
Oh, fuck, I knew it. I love John. We're great friends with Holmes. The Holmeses. Oh, that's funny. John Roberts from Western New York.
Now we need-
Okay.
I don't have any idea why I'm not using a power driver. I think this kit had me so preoccupied that I didn't.
Good night, Aaron. I'm behind again. What's the difference between 4-link and 3-link with Panhard?
4-link generally refers to a triangulated 4-link. So it means that the upper or lower links have some triangulation or angle that differs from the actual like chassis rails or perpendicular to the axle shafts themselves. So when you have triangulation to the suspension links, usually around 30% or 30 degrees total is a good starting point. That's what locates your axle, just due to how geometry works. So the triangulation of having 4 links is what keeps your axle where you want it. Then there's all kinds of calculations like it's called roll center and all this, anti-squat values and all that can be affected by the positioning of the links. But 3-link with Panhard is basically you have 3 links going to the axle, and the triangulation of them has no effect for the most part. And it's the Panhard link that goes, side to side on the axle, and that's what actually locates your axle side to side. So when the axle travels up and down through its suspension cycle, it actually swings with the arc of that Panhard and how it travels. So there's actually a slight side to side movement with a 3-link with Panhard, just because of the nature of that arc. That's why the longer the arc, the less noticeable it is. It almost seems more. So you want the longest Panhard you can.
So we have a lot of fans of spaghetti squash, which I'm surprised about, and we have strong opinions about vegans as well.
I'm surprised about the spaghetti squash, not surprised about the vegan thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess that's all I need for my next for the next build off is just remind people that Matt's vegan most of the time.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm going to say that he is strictly vegan, just to try and
We are. I'm far behind again. John Holmes still frames would make great memes. I can only imagine.
Oh, yeah.
You should get Holmes to join one of your simulcast live nights.
Definitely an option.
You aren't using the power driver because it's loud?
That is true. I try not to do that when we're live. But at the same time, I have a feeling like a cross kit could end up taking us 4 days if we don't.
I believe Jesse Schultz wants to see pictures of our new baby.
I have my phone.
Yeah. What's Nicole drinking? I am drinking water.
A jug of smart water. Let's see. Here, our soon to be new
baby. She's pretty cute. You didn't show the face one.
I didn't. You're right.
Okay. Can leave them in limbo. Did you panic heaps of toilet paper? I assume panic buy, and no, we did not. And now we are running low. I really am not much of a panicker, so I didn't panic on anything, and I kind of wish I would have. Tell Harley to check his messages.
I realized that I put one side of these shackles on upside down. There's a small hole and a larger hole, and you need to put the screw through the smaller one.
Bel Air 64 wants to know, Josh, how many VS 410s are too many? My friend has 7. I think we may need an intervention. I mean, good for us, but
watch your mouth over there.
But
definitely, that's not too many yet.
Yeah. Pitbull, Rock Beast, or Proline Super Swampers for 1.9 wheels?
Out of those two choices, I would say Pitbulls. I use mainly Proline tires because just I like their style and compound, but I do not like Super Swampers. Just style wise, not performance wise. I can't stand Super Swampers.
Okay.
It's like a redneck thing growing up. Everybody had Super Swampers.
Tell Harley to check his messages.
This is very odd. I know I'm just checking. Yes, I do have this the right way, but they actually have Cross RC printed on the frame rails, upside down on both sides.
Maybe you're upside down.
I was double checking to make sure I didn't screw up, and no, I didn't. They put the stuff on upside down.
Josh, the bad influence. I bought the DeWalt driver because he had one and absolutely loved it.
It is.
Good.
It's awesome.
Did you get that from Joe Exotic? We haven't gotten her yet. She's still too young.
We actually got it from Carol.
But the lady's name is Carol, and she's a Cheeto, actually. She's a cross between a Bengal and an Aussie cat. But Jason Chilson says you should do a rig that looks like a cheetah. Aww. This guy's cat just turned 18. Known him since he was 30 minutes old. Ooh, that's so sweet.
How old was your mom's cat?
Oh, God, like 22. She was too evil to die. 22 or 23.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Outdoor cat without any claws.
Yeah. And she was hateful. But she loved cantaloupe, which was weird. But yeah, we, lost one of our Bengals a few years ago and kind of miss him around here. So since we're all quarantined and stuck in the same spot for however long, we decided it was a good time to.
I think we're less we just forgot how
stop.
how insane he was. And
RB Crawler said I delivered 2 trailers of toilet paper to Costco last night. Man, I would have had some of those fall off the back of the truck, sell that shit on eBay.
All the Fast and Furious memes lately have been the 3 Honda Civics behind Costco trucks or Cottonelle.
I can't even think about going to Costco. That's right now when it's crazy like this. Costco would be like my living nightmare. There's absolutely no way I could handle it. Well, it's 1:30 a.m. Where I live, so good night. I'll see you guys next time. Good night. Sorry we got started late tonight. It's earlier here. Any recommendations for a rock racer or bomber for a second RC up from my first ready to run?
I mean, bomber's a great choice if you want that type of rock racer. That would be the one I would tell you. Something 2.2 and fast, got good suspension. It'd be a good choice.
I would like, this is Moose Jaw says, I would like just one Vanquish rig. I'm in the wrong career. Maybe he needs one for his RC club.
Right.
Have the kids get you one. Let's see. The Arma and Traxxas has earned their spots a red cat I robbed screws out of. Nicole, $2K for a Bengal cat. You on board? We have done Bengals. We have had 2 Bengals, and we
wanted something this time that had a little bit less of the
wild blood
and the health issues. So
yeah, and health issues.
We'd like one that
they
lived
have,
a little longer.
Yeah, because they have kidney issues, so it's a bummer. Does Vanquish do any kind of sponsorship or anything like that? I'm a big fan of the parts, but most are out of my budget. Love that everything is CNC precision. Precision? How do you say that?
Precision. Precision?
Yeah.
Promise we haven't been drinking.
No, I just can't speak. What is the best compound tire for a stock VS 410 Pro? And back to James' question, if you look at the Incision parts, they are usually better on budget-wise. Let's see. Why don't you guys buy a Tiger?
It's mainly the food thing.
Yeah.
And I think that I think we're in an HOA.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
I don't know. Might be frowned upon in this neighborhood.
Probably.
We can't even.
I mean, we probably could have back home, but here
yeah, back home we could
in California, no. Josh, have you ever lost an RC?
I mean, I burnt one to the ground.
Well, yeah, but didn't one fall off of?
I almost lost one in the river.
Maybe that was it.
But I caught it midair, like a ninja. Lightning reflexes, which is something I'm known for.
Maybe Cross expects our RCs to be on its roof a lot. Here we go. Can you swap the left and right rails to flip the lettering, or does it change the orientation of the mounting holes?
No, there's like a cutout on one side, and the orientation of all the holes is specific. So you don't have that choice.
Do you have a bigger coffee cup? I don't think they make bigger coffee cups.
Nicole found that cup for a girlfriend, and she was going to send it back because it's like a California coffee cup. And I think I saw it and I stole it. And then I think I made her go buy a second one still.
You did.
Yeah. So I have 2 of them just in case that one is dirty and I don't want to wash it.
Josh, you should get a Savannah cat. Same with the Savannahs. They also have more health problems, so.
And these are like a big old cat like that sound crazy still. Things are supposed to be up to 23 pounds, which is a big cat.
Yeah. Josh, what's your favorite 4.19 tire?
My favorite 419 is a 475. No. I've got the Hyraxes on the orange one back there, which if I'm going to, I don't know. Otherwise the KM3s, but I'm just not a big 419 person. All right, now we get to bolt in the enormous transmission, which is right there.
see. Mike Tyson never cared about HOAs, and he still had 2 tigers, but he also admits to boxing with tigers as stupid, and he almost died.
Did he really box with tigers?
Who knows? Okay, I'm behind again. Let's see. Jesse, enough. Teton 30,000. I should have more kitties here soon if you want one. We just got one. One word to describe Traxxas Mac.
Traxxas Mac? I don't know what that means. There we go.
Max, sorry.
Oh. What did it say? 2 words to describe it?
Or a word, or 5 words. You just said a word.
A word to describe it. Basher. I don't know. It looks fun. I like it. I would own one if bashing was more of my thing. It would probably be high on my list. But I don't. I drive my Arma like once a year.
Moose Jaw said new Vanquish products, Crocs, fanny packs, and huge coffee cups. People are now wanting to know about how you burned your RC to the ground.
Oh. So it was a
we haven't
brisk
gotten our new
February
tab
morning.
yet. By the way, should we get her in 4 weeks? Sorry, I was answering a question.
Oh. We were at a skate park, and I was driving the soon-to-be released Axial EXO at the time, and I thought it would be cool to have a space shuttle themed wrap done on the EXO. It looked really cool. It had street tires on it, and we were shooting some video, and it came down off a jump, and then all of a sudden it was going around the bowl, and it started smoking, and then there was a lot of flames, and then it melted while one of us ran over to grab. Jerry ran from the DMG, ran over to grab some dirt to throw on it, because you can't just pour water on a lipo fire, if you didn't know that.
People were very upset that we just let it, air quotes, let it burn to the ground, but you cannot put water on a lipo fire, so we didn't let it burn to the ground.
We were in the middle of a concrete area, and it took a few minutes to...
Yeah.
Plus, I'm not going to burn myself to save a RC car.
Right.
Unless it's like a Ripper, maybe.
God. Let's see.
But even then, I mean, that would still be cool desk art.
What was your first RC kit?
My first one was a Tamiya TXT1 in 2004.
There's a video of Mike Tyson in cages with his pet tigers.
That sounds like something
I
Mike
think
Tyson.
he just killed one too many brain cells fighting, and so I don't think we take life lessons from Mike Tyson. Good night from Oregon. What color is your GC-4? Wife's from Knoxville.
It is hunter green. And it is at my friend Bob Tarvin's house.
Oh. There's a coffee mug on Amazon that's 9 inches by 11 inches.
This one can be heavy enough to
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. That
pick up with your non-dominant
like the
hand.
Yeti's okay. The like the Yeti cups are okay, but that's getting a little crazy.
Like when you're reaching across the desk. I drink tea quite often out of it. You're like reaching over, and you're like trying not to, because I'll fill that thing.
How many tea bags do you use for that?
Just one.
Oh, I would use 2. What VS410 Pro would you recommend buying, and what is the major difference in the kits?
VS410 Pro versus VS410 Ultra. The main difference is that the Ultra has portals, 80 millimeter shocks. It's got sintered gears in the transmission instead of machined like the Pro, and then it has a molded motor plate versus the machined one in the Pro. So it's just like there's a few changes made to the Ultra to offset the difference that it takes to put portals into it. Therefore, personally, I like the Pro better than the Ultra, just because I like straight axles best.
Oh, this is important because it's all in caps. Backfeed on light controller on Ripper with Deadman. How do you fix?
Backfeed, huh? It's likely some sort of ground isolation issue, which is normally the case. So check the grounds, make sure that you have ground wires running to and from everything in the system. Just to make sure that that's usually where backfeeding comes from, is from poor grounds. Check the ground.
Okay, what's your favorite shocks?
I mean, honestly, I usually run the incision shocks. It's just, they work well for me. It's what we build.
He knows a guy.
So it's usually what I choose to use.
Man, this is an epic build. One word to describe the Traxxas Max, I would have to say Emax.
Let's see.
Okay. No reaction from him.
Sorry.
So, Nicole, if I ordered AX10 bearing set, what's a turnaround to Washington State? I don't know. I mean, I ship it.
You don't follow it?
No, I don't track it, but I would say probably, I mean, priority.
2 days.
Priority is 2 days, 2 or 3 days. And beyond that, not super long, but we usually get them out right away. So, once you order it, we try and get them out that day or at least, the next, unless it's a Sunday. So that's why you're called Fast Eddie. Josh's favorite shocks are the ones he doesn't have to build.
Yes.
What got you into RC?
So at that time when I got that TXT1, I had RC, like the toy grade RCs basically growing up. And I just always liked them then. And I know that at that age, 2004, I would have been 21. So I just was like, I would like to get what I thought was hobby grade RC at the time. Or kind of knew that there was that different level. So I started researching, and I was initially trying to decide between getting a, what was it? It would have been a T-Max like 2.5 or a Savage at the time. And even then, I used to do a lot of research about what I wanted to buy and research it to death. Oh, these threads are terrible. And afraid I'm cross-thread these things. I'm not, but anyway, so I was just going back and forth, and I somehow ran across a video of some people rock crawling at the time with what they had some TXT1s and some Clodbusters. And I was like, that looks fun. So I started researching that, and that was right at the time when rccrawler.com just formed. So I was like right around 100 members.
You're kind of a big deal.
Right?
Is a Clodbuster getting popular again?
I don't know that.
I'm selling a ton of Clodbuster and Super Clodbuster kits. Tons of them.
Could be.
Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't know if there was something that, What do you think of the RC 4-wheel drive King 100mm shocks?
They look good, but they've never been known as a shock that works well or holds oil very well or does things that shocks should do. But they look good.
Okay. When are you going to do a gun build? No. I'm not a big fan of that.
You mean the howitzer?
Yeah,
or,
howitzer. He said an AR.
Oh, gotcha.
Is this going to be a 6-hour build? Let's hope not.
I doubt that we're going to get all the way through this thing tonight.
Oh, a new black Quadbuster kit just came out.
There you go. There's your answer.
Thank you. How about a billet laser engraved coffee cup?
It might taste a little funny.
I don't even know what that is.
Billet is like when you machine something out of a chunk.
Oh, like on Forged and Fire?
Well, or like we do every day, like with axles and things like that.
What shock oil weight would you recommend for a VS4 Ultra?
I'm running 90 weight in mine.
I can see Josh picking that whole truck up and throwing it directly in the garbage. It's not his, so he can't do that. Just joined. What are you building? Oh my god, an HC4 Cross RC. Can Vanquish make a better truck that is in a future build down the road?
That's a funny question. I don't know how to answer that. Can you rephrase?
Could you make a better truck?
I don't know if I should be insulted or like inquisitive. Like, could they? Is it possible? Or like, could you make something better? Like, it's one of those ones where
Your truck is shit. Could you make a better one?
I don't know how to take it. Inflection is really missing and important.
I love it. Will the Vanquish Dig unit work on the stock axial gray transmission, or do
Nope.
you need to get a different housing?
You need a different housing. They changed too much on that one, so forces you to have to buy a new one.
Okay. We're talking about. Everyone else knows what my shipping times are. The only time I know what a shipping time is on a priority package, because it tells you. Other than that, it doesn't. Back in the 90s, we pieced them together. When I was a kid, I never knew what hobby grade was. I've seen kids asking for Josh's autograph at Axial Fest. He's a cool dude. Yeah, he is.
That makes sense.
How did an RC nerd win you over, Nicole?
I hid it from her.
Oh, for like 3 days. Yeah, he's an engineer, so I think I was just stunned that he had a little bit of like personality. But yeah, I don't know how he did. Yeah.
I think I had wishful thinking when I put this transmission in here and thinking that it was going to sit a little lower. But I have the mounts on upside down.
Are ceramic worth the premium price?
You got to be in a pretty specific position to want the... Just depends if you're really after the lowest resistance possible.
I mean, they are the absolute best you could, want to run.
Not necessarily as durable as a standard type of bearing, so just depends on how picky you're trying to be or how important it is to be that smooth.
Yeah. We also now have stainless kits.
Yeah, the stainless ones I do like. I've been putting those in my...
And we just have for that right now, we just have the kit for the SCX-10-2 or the
VFD trains.
Or the SCX-10-2 kit works for your...
Mainly. You still need the transmission.
Right, but yeah. Dave from Connecticut, what are the best upgrades for TRX for Sport?
Oops, put it in backwards. We did like a whole 16-week TRX4 Sport budget build-off, Matt and I from Scale Builders Guild. So we went through like all kinds of stuff. I would point you at that.
One more question on the VS410 kit. Should I go black or silver axles?
I like clear axles.
Which
The
means
silver.
He
Clear
always
anodized.
he says that to me when I'll go in and help him laser every once in a while, and he'll say the clear. I'm like, there is no clear part here.
It's called clear anodizing. It's not
Right,
a silver anodized, so we call it clear. Yeah.
Right, but normal people call it silver.
Okay. Well, we call it clear.
Well, normal people call it silver.
So.
Oh, Schulte's here. Stainless for the element. No. We don't have stainless for the element.
He wants it. But the element is using 5x10s rather than 5x11s. So it makes it more difficult.
Did we get our new cat? We have not. What is the next thing to do? The Wraith 19. I need more.
I need to. First thing I'm going to do is get the power system swapped out, take that axe out, and throw it at somebody, and then probably put a Holmes system in it, and then I'll be happy to drive it again.
I want an MT with low end control. Can you tune the Mamba monster like the X?
I don't think that X is a censored ESC, so I don't think so.
What kind of engineer were you?
A good one. No, civil engineer, and focusing in traffic. So I was a professional civil engineer and a professional traffic operations engineer. So I had a whole bunch of letters behind my name.
If you want to bitch about stoplight timing,
traffic signals.
or
Stoplight's just the red one.
or roundabouts, he's the one to go to. Or
Oh yeah, don't engage me on traffic talk.
diverging diamonds. I've never seen such regret on Josh's face. I can say I don't see an HC4 in my future. When are you getting the body back for your SCX-10 3?
Could be fairly soon. I've talked to Suits a number of times here recently. He's cranking away. So I will have it back as soon as he's done.
John Schultz is on here, and somebody said, I really want an element. I think it's next.
My plan today was actually going to be to go in there and buy an element builder's kit. And then
You're going to buy it?
I was going to buy it.
Oh.
And then I was going to give it away when I was done
Oh.
to people who donated.
But it's a super fun...
So I'll do that one next, probably.
It's a super fun truck, though. You love it, don't you?
I do. I have another one down there.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give mine away.
Oh.
I'm going to keep mine.
I'm taking bids. What's the most unique body you've ever put on an RC?
You ever seen? Remember my Doodlebug?
Doodlebug.
The
That's what I was gonna say.
Doodlebug.
But the Scout was also.
Oh yeah, I did a metal Scout that I made.
Yeah, but Doodlebug was definitely the
Doodle-
most.
So a Doodlebug it's something like most people don't have any frame of reference to, but it was something like in the Midwest we called it when someone took like a truck and took the body off of it and then just built like a bench seat on it, like out of wood, and they called it a Doodlebug. It was basically like a farm
Truck.
run around type thing. But it actually came from like World War times when you couldn't buy tractors because everyone was producing stuff for wartime. So they took Model Ts and converted them to work like tractors. So basically I took an SCX-10 1, leaf springed it even because that seemed like appropriately making it worse. And I put like an old rat rod front hood on it and then built the rest all out of metal with like a wood bench seat and a truck. It was cool. I have pictures because I'm organized like that.
And that's why I can't save any pictures on my phone anymore because all of our iCloud storage is taken up because of you. Will Incision going to build a crawler?
No plans for an Incision crawler. But also, even if there was, like, we wouldn't announce it on a random live build. But there's still not.
Josh, you should make a license plate that says Matt Smells.
I think he's already stolen that.
Yeah.
Oh, this one even had a driver. Man, I went leaf springs and a driver.
Overall guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a wrestler figure with jean overalls and no shirt. God, I went full nerd.
Oh yeah, that was great.
So, there's a whole album on my Harley Designs Facebook page called Doodlebug. Redneck Millionaire.
What are some worthy upgrades to get along with the SCX-10-2 Raw Builders Kit?
Raw Builders Kit. I would get rid of the shocks pretty quickly. You could upgrade the links pretty quickly. I would put axle shafts in it right away. Do like a universal shaft, incision or axial. Those would be first. And then watch the whole budget build with me and Matt. Where the hell is this part?
I don't know. I've had to grind pinions down on the cross kits to get certain drive shafts on. They tend to be too long.
Even the one that it comes with doesn't fit.
There is nothing civil about Josh. Did you design any roundabouts?
So I was mainly on the traffic side. So the actual like
I don't even know why I read that out loud.
Roadway design I didn't do other than, input.
It's just funny to bitch at him about it because he didn't actually like build them, but like people, my mom always calls him like, Josh, I just went through a roundabout. What the fuck? Like, what is this? These are dumb. And then he has to explain to her what the whole concept of it. And she's like, I don't care. I don't like them. Would you recommend the HPI Sprint 2 as a rally car? But if you don't recommend as a rally car, it's too late for me because it rocks with the suspension lifted and rally tires.
I don't have any thoughts on what it takes to be a good rally car. So my opinion shouldn't matter on that.
Justin Stern says, Josh, I bought an Element RC just so I could have the Harley stickers for my VS 410.
Hey.
Still waiting for your sticker kit.
Yeah, there's that. I'll tell you what, this worst organized kit. I remember this part.
I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Is it possible to fit the Vanquish Dig with the standard 3-gear trains?
Yes, the Vanquish Dig is made for the standard 3-gear transmission. But if you're the person who had the builder's kit, then you do need a new case and motor plate.
I ended up putting an axe system in my new SCX-10-3. Guess that means it's not Josh approved and I'll never be accepted. That's RC Dave charged up. We accept everyone.
I just, wouldn't give you a nickel for one.
Okay.
Right? Is that what my dad says?
Let's see. Never go full nerd. This is a really good one.
What does it say?
It says, does Josh have more pictures of RC cars than your relationship?
By a factor of 300,000.
300,000. I think
I guarantee I have.
We probably have 5 pictures of us together, and that's like including at our wedding.
And I bet I have 10,000, like actually 10,000 pictures of RC cars on my phone.
Yeah, it's
because I have like
silly.
14,000 pictures on my phone. And I'm guessing 10,000 of them are RC cars.
Time for people to add a few more likes to this live stream. Thanks, Bill. Did you pick your shirt to match your bubble drink? Yep, his Hillbilly Jim gimmick.
All things orange.
I'm sure that, he puts a lot of thought into his clothes in the morning.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Still eyes closed, just picks a shirt. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Andrew Pignataro says, hi, Nicole and Josh. Just finished VS 410 Pro build. Amazing. Thank you. Using Mamba X and Polar Pro 3300 stubby. Battery recommendation. Planning on 3S, looking for balance between runtime and performance.
If you're looking for like a pretty decent balance, get like a, I mean, like a 2200 pack still fits on the sides. And like Genzace has these 2200 packs that I like that they'll fit on the side where you don't have to put it across the back. And that's like a really good in between of both performance and runtime. But even if, like when I'll go for like long trail rides, like I'm going to go out for the day and it's maybe even just me, I'll throw a 4,000 or a 5,000 pack in there just on the standard rear battery tray and just go. And it's still, everything is low enough and the whole truck is low slung. So it works pretty well. But, if you're trying to go run a bunch of lines with everyone and you just want to feel like it, you put a low battery in there and it just kills stuff. It's awesome.
Doodlebugs further east in Pennsylvania were a bus converted to railroad wheel sets, World War I era stuff, as you said. That's awesome. What you call a doodlebug up here, we call swamp rompers.
Yeah.
Your driver was Hacksaw Jim Dugan.
Nice. Did not know that.
What do you think of the SSD crawler kit?
I think the problem is that it's basically just an SCX-10.2 with it does have like a slightly offset axle, but not a lot. And then it's got a scale drivetrain, which is nice, but then it's still just an SCX-10.2 everywhere else. So it's like, if you're going to do that, then, I don't know. It's like it had some pros, but it just didn't have enough to it to really make it its own great product. So and now, especially with an SCX-10.3 coming or out, like it's not one that I would want to buy. So
how's your drag car coming?
I need to make a phone call to find out the status of some parts, and then get to drag racing. But since none of us can get together and go do anything.
Oh yeah, true. 31 Turkey I'm sure he won't give you a hint, but I'll ask him. Can we get a hint when the next batch of Q Series lights will be out again?
I'll give you a hint on that.
Hey.
Just because,
Maybe it's his birthday.
All right. Next week.
Okay.
I don't know what day next week, but next week. So they're being finished. All the machining's been done on everything. They're anodized. They're just getting wired and assembled and tested, and then they'll ship out. But be fast.
Okay. Are any Vanquish RCV axles for the 10.2 axles?
No, not for the 10.2. There's only universals for the 10.2, which are great still. Tons of steering, super strong. That size of the 10.2 doesn't lend itself to that style as much. So you kind of have to.
Okay, I totally love your Doodlebug, and I think I might have to mimic it in a lot of ways, except for the driver will be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Do it. Share the love here. Just, it's fun to see stuff.
I let that one naturally weather
Yeah.
on the balcony of my apartment that I lived in at the time.
Forever.
That was a long process. I wanted it to be scale accurate.
I think you just forgot about it.
It probably sat out there for a year.
I don't know. Too long. Is it possible to run the VFD trans on a brazen ATL chassis on TRX4 Sport axles? Any thought? Whew.
Good work, babe.
Thanks.
You got all those words out.
I know. Numbers, letters.
I've never used the ATL. And so I don't know. I don't know what his bolt pattern setup is or anything like that. I do know that, yes, you can use the VFD and TRX4 axles. I have put that together before. So it is possible. I just don't know that set. Oh, I'm trying to put these things in two different spots. I just don't know exactly with what you're. It's a lot of very specific custom parts.
Okay. Josh, you and Matt should make pull-in trucks.
We've talked about that for like a monthly mayhem deal, because it would be fun.
Looks like you're losing some weight since the last time I seen you in Ohio.
I have.
He has. Got him on a strict diet.
Almost.
20 pounds.
Almost.
25, almost. Schultz wants to know how many pictures you have of the cats. Yes.
That's, yeah, if I have 14,000 pictures on my phone, 10,000 are of RC cars, and like maybe 1,000 of the cats. They're all from her sending them to me, though.
Okay, sure. And 5 of us.
Yeah. I wonder if I have 5 pictures of us on there. we don't, neither of us are very photogenic.
No.
We just don't take good pictures.
No, we do not. Oh, there's a big conversation about whether that was Hillbilly Jim.
Oh. Well, let me tell you, my wrestling knowledge quite low.
Yeah.
I think that's why she likes me.
Yeah.
If I'd start arguing with you about the... RC cars are fine, but I start getting into wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's just...
We went to a wrestling thing the other night. Scale wrestling.
You're awful. You're a bad person. Have you ever had boba tea before? If not, you guys need to try it. I love it.
That is the worst.
I love it.
When you not want chunky tea.
He feels like it.
Whoa.
What Carol Davies always says, it's like you're drinking fish eggs.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's awful. It's the worst.
I like it. What would it take for Tutu Rigs to make a comeback?
A
Wait.
lot.
Suits says painting her driver now. And
Hey.
he gave you the I love you sign.
That's not the... It's
Yeah, it
rock
is.
on.
Oh, well, it's I love you too.
No, it's like rock.
But that's how you say I love you in sign language.
I think that's thumb in versus
No,
thumb
it's
out.
not.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's like...
Why does Josh look like he is in pain building whatever he's building? Not Schultz.
You'd understand if you had to try and figure out these terrible instructions. Did I ever show you the element instructions?
I mean, no.
How they looked like the old God, I'm gonna say it wrong. Like Childress repair manual. You probably don't remember what those look like.
No, I can't say that I read old repair manuals often.
You would like know what they
Oh, okay.
look like. You're supposed to paint this, and I'm totally gonna go back and do that. 216 2.5.
Something just floated down from the ceiling over your left shoulder. Maybe I just need to go to bed. Ugh, weird, gross. Maybe it was a bug.
Could have been a bug.
He has the
first.
window open.
I have the window open. And I have bright lights in here. There's a couple little bugs.
Ew.
I'll get them.
No, you won't.
I do. Of course I will.
What does VS410 weigh when ready to run?
I don't know. It's like, I think mine's around 7 and change with a good sized battery in it. I don't think it's 8 pounds.
08 Carbon Silver says, hey Josh and Mrs. Josh. Scale wrestling, question mark.
It's like half sized.
Little person wrestling. That's dumb. But whatever, I guess if they're making money.
They put on a good show.
Yeah.
I got invited. I didn't purchase the tickets.
Yeah, I thought it. Yeah. Oh, here's a good question. If you had to work at an RC brand, what, which one?
Well, I do every day. I work at Vanquish, and I don't think that. I think that it's the place that I would choose, no matter what. I don't think I would have left engineering. So I had the opportunity to go work for an RC company years and years ago. When Axial wasn't owned by anybody else. And then, but it didn't pay better, and it paid less than I was making in Kansas City to go live in LA, and that just was not going to work out for me. And then I wouldn't have got to meet Nicole, and it wouldn't.
Right? Things just work out the way they should, babe.
But I don't think any other RC company probably could have got me to leave what I was doing.
Yeah, I think we're a small company.
And we're actually manufacturing in house, and it's like a whole thing.
Yeah. Colin Mahan just gave us $5 and said ended up getting the SDX10 2 VS4 chassis kit instead of the full truck kit for now. I didn't want my girl to lock me in a tire cage. With some sardine oil.
Yeah.
That was amazing. She just was like, yeah.
The chassis kit is the basis for a lot of these trucks up here.
How many size now?
How many what?
Size?
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't not been listening to him.
If somebody goes through and finds all of them and timestamps them all, I will send you $5. First person only.
You don't.
I don't what?
I don't know. Even though Josh doesn't approve of my ESC choices, at least we share the shop at the same local hobby shop. Shout out to RC Country.
Yes, thank you to RC Country.
Yeah. Josh, will it roll tonight?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that point for sure. We're not even that far away from it. It could be a total lie. It'll roll.
Night Phoenix RC. Let's see. Who was Spam Wrestling? Rude.
That's hilarious.
Are they considering RC hobby shops essential businesses?
I think it's a matter of interpretation of some very loose rules. But stores that sell teaching or teaching aids and educational things are technically essential.
He said I'll count them for a VS410, but I've heard at least 3, and I've only been back for 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Have over 2K in my SCX2. Where does it end? It doesn't. The road goes on forever and the party never ends.
Is that a country song?
It is.
Who sang it?
Jason Boland.
Mm.
In the Stragglers.
Was he one of Joe's minions?
Huh?
Did he work at the GW Zoo?
No.
Was he the guy without legs?
No, he was Red Dirt. He's Texas. Not to be a downer, but what do you think of Integy?
Oh, good work getting the name.
Okay. Get up for a minute.
Okay. While you do that. Oh, you're just gonna stand like that?
No, my watch is beeping at me. I haven't stood up.
Will you give me another bubbly?
Of course.
This one's not empty, but just another anyway.
Can you share your Woods Runner dash file?
I can, but it's pretty specific to the cage. Another bubbly.
Oh.
So energy is in general usually something that you have to be real careful with as far as the choices you make. They can have poor tolerances or poor material qualities, and sometimes that can turn into you losing your investment. But then there's also things that it's hard to screw up, and you can get things made, overseas that would be much more expensive to make here, and you just can't compete with that type of thing. So choose wisely, but yeah, choose wisely. I can't say a ton more than that about it. If you have another option, even from another, overseas brand, I would probably nudge you that way if I could. But, sometimes, wow, was that you? Shit, I think I could hear her belching from here. Did you just burp out there?
No.
You did.
No, I didn't.
All right, I gotta find M2 by 6. And this, I have M2 by 8, and that's the only M2s I see. This kit is great. All right, we're using the M2 by 8s. I've got more M2 by 8s if I need them.
Did I give you that water?
No?
Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, did I only have grapefruit now? No, that's not empty yet.
Oh, yeah, that's all you had. And I like how when you put the case in there, you put it in backwards.
Oh, did I?
So I'm to move everything around.
I believe this is called a pintle hitch? Penal hitch? Pintle? Here you go. The more you know. See? You're smarter now than you were yesterday.
Oh, the Highwayman? Sorry.
Is that who sang it? Did you get it wrong? Miss
Well,
Country Music fan?
I know, so should have the Highwayman. Yeah, Sunny was a waitress. Yes, you're right. It was a Highwayman first. But Bolin.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You went with the non-original.
Right, I know.
Sacrilege.
I know, and the fact that I would not say the Highwayman first would be, it's kind of
Just rude, really.
I know, it's just, who am I?
All right, let's find which way this fucking thing goes. There we go. 260.
Josh, you regret picking this kit to build. We should have gone with the fucking howitzer.
Yeah.
This sounds like a making of a country song. I bought this kit. I brought it home. I saw it had leaves. Whoa.
I don't know why I just blocked out of my memory that this probably had leaf springs. And I was like, yeah, we should start with that one. What the?
They said no, that I farted. No, I never. I did not. What is the Wraith 22 Trans? Is it for 2-speed or dig?
The Wraith transmission was originally built as a optional dig transmission case.
Oh my god, where's your Element shirt? Cut them up for shop rags. Not really. I'm collecting them for something special. That kid is awesome, said no one. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Josh, are there some crawler groups in your area that organize trail runs and such, or places to meet up through Facebook groups?
Facebook mainly. A-Town Crawlers, which is a group mainly based out of Auburn, which isn't too far away. It's kind of like the one, call it, group around here. Other than that, I mean, there's tons of people, and like, it's such a poorly centralized group of such a huge community of people around here. And if I felt like I had more time myself, I would try and do a better job at that. But I also know that people who run clubs are generally thankless
It is a thankless job.
thankless job that the headaches far outweigh the amount of recognition that those people get for. And I'm not saying I'm just saying that I see how much work those people have to do.
Oh, they do.
Brandon and Oscar, the ASD guys out of the Bay Area, tons of work.
They're the hardest working guys ever.
Yeah, and they are freaking hard workers.
And they're awesome. Oh my gosh. This is the best question ever. And this is, yeah. Any idea, this is Josh Spenlove, any idea why Proline foams smell like nasty fish oil? But seriously.
Oh, I've made you smell their tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why? There's something that is not legal in California to be, like, I don't know how it doesn't have that proposition warning on it. Like
Prop 65?
Yeah, this causes cancer, because whatever is on those tires definitely causes cancer. It is gnarly. I think they just peed on them first and then put them in there.
Paul wouldn't do that.
And it was not, oh, yeah.
I do love those tires, though. But now, and honestly, they're not even that bad in comparison to, like, the original Axial tires. The Rock Lizards. Those things were, you had to put them outside for multiple days. And it's still just, like, it helped. And it didn't, like, fix it. It just helped.
Ugh.
Yeah, they were awful.
What would it take for you to do a Gen 8 pack for Flip That Truck?
So the reason that I, like, for Flip That Truck, usually I'm looking for trucks that I can find and make money on. There's lots of Gen 8s to be had, but the problem is that Gen 8s don't resell. Like, Red Cats just don't hold value. Just like Viteras, Ascenders. They're not worth much on the used side, which is what that whole series is about. My next truck, which is here behind me already, is something completely different than you've seen in here in a long time, in a lot of ways, not in all ways, but that it's going to be interesting.
Let's see. Why are you trying to decipher screw links? You have black glue.
Matt and I were joking today, and I was discussing how black CA glue basically will solve anything. Even like that nasty cut I had across my hand that day, and I was pouring black CA glue all over it.
Why? Why didn't you use super glue?
Well, CA glue is super glue.
But it's black.
Yeah, I know. I only had black.
Oh.
But, so, black it was.
No, thank you. Don't need any more
What?
shirts.
I mean, we always need shirts.
We
Who's
do not.
asking?
Schultz.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think is asking?
I mean, I'm losing weight. Maybe I need a different size.
No, you can you can have mine.
We don't wear the same size.
You might know. Can you run the Polar Pro motor on a 4S without a problem?
I do. I don't know if it's recommended or not, but I run the Polar Pro 2700 on 4S all the time. And it's a beast. I also run 3100 Rock 412s on 4S, which you're definitely not supposed to do, but I definitely do it. And it's definitely awesome. But you can hear that motor screaming. It is way faster than it wants to go.
Come up to Reno. We have 4 to 5 crawling groups to follow on Facebook.
That's kind of the thing here too. Like there's some other groups around here as well. I just wish that there was one group.
Evil Tom said fish cancer. That's funny. Do you like the Predator compound?
I usually actually prefer the G8 compound. I have some of the Predator stuff, but usually it's just a little soft for me. So I usually prefer the G8. All right.
Oh, Joseph Breitenstein just gave us $5. Thank you, Joseph. Love the live streams. They've been a great place to escape this craziness going on. Loving my 10.3 and the VS 410 Pro is next. Awesome. Yeah, we.
And if anybody's looking for like a new VW car in the Bay Area, you can go see Joseph.
Oh, does Joseph have a new VW car?
No, he's a salesman for VW.
Oh, I love those. Medium.
Extra medium, please. Time to mount some leaf springs.
Anyway, Joseph, I was going to say that we've been trying to be more regular, and he, has been trying to do more live streams because of all this. We know that you're at home and bored and wrenching on your trucks and needs a little bit of community right now.
God damn it.
Easy.
Well, my shackles were spun around the other way, and now there's a screw in the way, and there's other piece, and you can't get it past there. I'm going to remove the screw.
How's the wood runner? Was planning on building an Ibex chassis on an SCX 10 like a cheap ripper, but after seeing that woods runner got me thinking now, what would you build between the two?
So it's fun. The woods runner and the ripper are similar in a number of ways. So I initially drew the woods runner templates based on trucks that I liked in the full-size world. And that's where all those, the templates and things go for. Now, the one that I have here isn't exactly to my templates. It's just, it's based on it for some portions of it, and I really like that about it. And then the Ripper, also a truck that I drew, the chassis-wise, and has the lines that I like as well. So, I'm kind of a... Which kid do you like better? Which I think everybody has favorite kids, right?
I don't know.
Shouldn't they?
No, we don't have kids.
I mean, I favor some people's kids.
Well, yeah, you can like other people's kids better, but they can't like their kids better than
I think that's false.
I mean, my mom definitely likes me more than my brother.
What? You think?
Yeah. I know it. Okay, where can I get an origin body for a 410 kit?
Where can you get an origin body for a 410? Can't you buy origin spare or origin? Sorry. Can you read what that said again? What?
Where can I get an origin body for my 410 kit?
Okay. We have I think we only have the original origin body for sale right now on the website on Vanquish. And then the half cab body will be back before too long. But the original origin full cab SUV style is on the website. And then the half cabs you can probably find at like A-Main and some of our other dealers or distributors. They're pretty good about stocking all that stuff.
Josh means one Facebook group, like a message board. Times have changed.
Yeah.
Black CA glue is even available in different thicknesses, like gap filling.
I've got the gap filling is the only black CA glue you should own.
Well, maybe people want other thicknesses, babe.
You get one and you just throw it in there.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Did you get a shitty comment?
No, whatever. No, what I was just doing that at what you said.
Oh. Rude.
Because you don't.
If you're using CA glue, there's no time to wait. You just got it.
We may or may not be working on something at Frank Rain's higher speed.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Is that Joseph?
Yeah.
Frank Rain's is the off-road park where we go for the ASD event in
I
August.
Thought it sounded. Currently working on my VS 410-2. That's my VS 410 chassis with SCX2 drive line.
It's a good setup. I've got it. I've ran the same in a few things. Look at that half-inch of suspension travel.
Do you ever go to R&H Hobbies?
I have not been to R&H Hobbies. I need to. I had gone to his previous location, when he had a hobby town, but I've not gone to R&H yet. He doesn't have like regular hours as much, and I don't go through Folsom all that often, so I just haven't got over there. And now RC Country moved, and it's basically on my way home. So
Yeah, thanks for that.
it's just a little too convenient to swing by and pick up a couple of cross RC kits.
Why does it look like all you're doing is putting screws in, and it has looked the same for the last hour? Oh, that's Schultz.
That's about how it feels. Like my shoulder hurts, and
I've noticed you talk about Donner's Pass a lot. I knew a direct descendant of the Donner Party. That's great.
Crispy or original recipe?
Oh. This build is killing me, and I'm not even having to build it. I know it feels like his jokes sometimes.
Ooh.
Did you know that Team K&K makes wheels?
I did know that now.
Okay. Evil Tom says, from grocery store trenches. What's WFM mean?
What? I don't know what that means.
Oh, Whole Foods Market.
Oh, there you go.
Well, this stuff is crazy, and the RC community helps me get through the night and keep making the next day scale news update, and these live streams keep my mind off scared. Well, thank you for being there, because I don't know what I would do without being there, even though I can't get my groceries delivered anymore because all the spots are taken, so I actually have to leave the house more than I like to. But do love me some Whole Foods.
I think you just like the delivery part.
I mean, yeah, but I also like Whole Foods. Especially since Amazon bought them, they're not as expensive. And the grocery stores around here otherwise are not the best. Is that a boxcar for a Lionel train? Is it the chassis, the trans, or the axles that make the Vanquish truck so awesome? Would the chassis make my SCX-102 a lot better, or should I keep it as is and just add Pro Ultra to the herd?
I mean, the best setup is to go Pro or Ultra, just because of the VFD transmission. But adding a VS410 chassis to an SCX-102 is nice, because you can get a lot more suspension travel out of it because of the higher arches for over the axles. So you just end up with a lot more ability to let it do its thing. But inevitably, having the VFD trans and the offset axles and all that is a huge difference when you get to have the whole package together.
Joel Chamberlain wants to know, what is that drink? I'm in New Zealand, just curious.
It is sparkling water, flavored seltzer water. Sparkling water.
Bubbly.
Yeah, bubbly is the name of it. It has nothing at all in it, and it tastes like grapefruit.
Yeah, he needs to do one of those soda stream things. Maybe once you get enough live chat donations, you can buy you a soda stream.
Buy myself a soda stream.
Yeah. Building an RC car while listening to Josh build an RC car. It's like the Matrix. What about Fast Track Hobbies?
Fast Track was the hobby shop right by my where we used to live. So I used to go there all the time.
It's cool. I just went in there.
Yeah, we were in there the other day.
I know, the other day, and it's super cool. That slot track is amazing.
Oh, yeah. You hadn't been to the new location.
No.
Until
oh,
then.
my gosh. And all the kids who work there are adorable and so nice. I mean, everybody who works at hobby shops are super nice.
It's because you're a girl.
True. when I've had to stop in by myself for things. I'm like, I feel like I'm on To Catch a Predator.
All right, so we got axles and leaf springs and everything.
But I do want to try that slot track just because it looks like fun.
It is fun.
I can't believe all the hate on builds. I think everything should be kits. Hate Ready to Run.
I mean, I don't hate ready to runs. So notch goes to the top.
I think the cross RC stuff is more for people that want super scale.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's definitely just that's 100% the route that this truck is going.
The guys who do the tanks?
Yeah, kind of. Like that would I think this would suit those people.
Yeah, I was amazed. I had never seen those before, but Proline by the Fire last year, and they had like audio.
Yeah.
That they were like pew 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 pew, and they were like shooting at each
I
other.
mean exactly those sounds.
Yes,
it was. I didn't actually participate, but I did see them.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And I think they
don't have a scaled tank.
I mean, I should,
No.
right? But I think, if I'm not mistaken, those tanks have some some technology in them to track hits when they get hit, and it will actually slow them down and decrease range, even maybe.
So it's like laser tag for.
Yes.
Why don't you all just put laser tag on your thing? That'd be fun.
I mean, that's pretty much what they're doing.
Well, I know, but like I'm saying, you guys.
Because I just run into Schultz the whole time.
Oh, you guys are such children. I can't hang out with you and Schultz together. I'm kidding.
Nobody has more fun than Schultz and I on the trail.
Wow, just in life. Quick question. Are the standard SCX-10 3-gear trans outputs 5mm or 6mm?
5mm. The 6mm you really only find in like some of the larger monster truck stuff.
I have upgraded the SCX-10 with the VS410 chassis. It feels so much better, such a solid feel. I know exactly where the truck is going to go. However, I will upgrade to the Pro when I can. So what color orange did you go with on your SCX-3?
Is that you asking or
me? I don't even know what an SCX-3 is. I don't.
True.
What color you did?
I don't know what color orange. All I know is that it is an orange.
Jesse Schultz said grapefruit's nasty.
Grapefruit flavored bubbly is the best.
You party with White Claw, bro?
I do not. I don't know that I've ever had White Claw.
We're not big drinkers.
I did have one of those.
Bubbly is like White Claw.
It's bubbly as White Claw without alcohol.
Yeah.
It's virgin White Claw.
I just finished converting OG axles to 10-2. Kind of sucks because you have to replace every part except the wheel nuts and hexes.
Yes. Yeah. Start over, basically.
No, it's Buble.
Buble.
That's what I think it is, just so that commercial. At least you won't have to fight for scale points with this thing.
That is true. I do like how beefy this front bumper is.
One thickness and throw it in there. That sounds dirty, Josh. Grapefruit's my fave. What power for your no prep drag to beat Matt?
The plan is the Tekin RS and Eliminator motor, something like that. I only kind of know because I've talked to Tekin and said, what do I need? And then Ty told me what I need. And then I'm going to wait on Ty to send me that.
Paul Schneider gave us $4.99.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you. He said it's interesting to see each live stream what Josh has outsourced to Nicole. Thanks to both of you for doing this. Thanks, Paul. We appreciate you watching.
There we go.
Good night, Schulte. This guy says, my dad works right by Fast Track Hobbies. Okay. People are always interested in what you're drinking, so if RC doesn't work out, you could turn this into a Food Channel snack news update. That's your engineering buddy. happened with all the YouTube rule changes?
So it affected some channels a lot more than mine, which was great. I didn't have any videos demonetized. There was a number of RC channels that did, however. So that was tough on them. But I was lucky out of that, and I don't think that I had anything that tripped the algorithm, as they say. So just I didn't change how I did anything and kept rolling. So
Bob A says, good evening, Nicole and Josh. I'm enjoying the live stream. Just finished my capper kit build while watching.
it was a pretty good kit build.
Yeah.
Now we get to mount up some bead locks.
They're called battle tanks.
Battle tanks. That sounds...
Exactly what happens
yeah.
on the RC tanks is what Moose
I actually
said.
got it right. Woo! Oh, there's a separate set of instructions just for these.
All right. Good morning from Sweden. Good morning. Hope you're doing well over there. Did you use the plastic helper leaf springs? They break easily. I removed mine and gained another 1/8 inch of suspension travel.
I did use them just because they were there, and that's...
Oh, that is so... Can we just... Like, maybe we should just run over there in the middle of the night and spray some WD-40 on their
Yeah.
track.
A neighbor here has a very squeaky sliding door, and it sounds very odd.
It's so weird sounding. It took forever to figure out what it was. Bill says, I see a reference to Billy on Fast Track Hobbies website. Is that Billy Bowerman, formerly of Speed World in Roseville?
Probably is, because Speed World is just, like, not far from there at all.
You haven't been here long enough to know everybody. You going to paint the 2.5 orange? It could be cool.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Make it look more like a Caltrans or a, whatever you call a state maintenance truck.
Somebody earlier said that they work maintenance and they hate wearing orange shirts, and you're just an orange vest away from being hired.
Oh, don't think I don't have all my high-vis vests and stuff still.
Oh my god.
I still have like my high-visibility rainproof jacket and everything. And Ray wears it when he's doing like forklifting in the rain in the winter.
Cool.
Yeah, right?
My wife's all about the claw. Just got some Line and Cool spritzing. It's beer with seltzer.
Oh, interesting.
Have you tried VR RC car racing?
No, I've never done that one.
Did you go to Folsom Lake often?
In the winter, it's a place that I'll make it to, just because it's not covered in snow and there is decent rock around there, and but it's also like I'll get like a little bit burnout on it.
Mark Anthony Marquez says, good evening from Colorado.
Mark, how's it going?
Good evening. Who's just said you could hear our neighbor from here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's so weird. I got one of the battle tanks coming, but shoots BBs.
Nice.
That
Sounds way more fun.
dangerous. Brandon says, have to say I sure do enjoy your lives, especially with Nicole. Thanks to both of you. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. How do the tires feel?
They feel sticky, but without a lot of traction.
Orange would look like U.S. Coast Guard.
Aren't they kind of like I thought they were more red than orange.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Their planes are, they fly in and out of here all the time.
Yep.
They're red, aren't they?
Sure seems like it.
I don't know. With Josh's fascination with orange paint, how much of the house is painted orange? Luckily, this house, none. But our old house in Kansas City, the entire basement was painted orange.
And the kitchen walls.
That wasn't really orange. That was like a burnt red. But it was only one wall. It was an accent wall.
Accent wall, yeah.
Have you ever used Pit Bull Rock Beast tires?
Many times. I like them.
Ever tried Proline flat iron tires?
Oh, way back in the day. Or I guess they make the 2.2 now, but these beadlocks suck.
Cody Arnold heading in for the night. Think Josh and Nicole have good night, I guess. Great live build. Josh, don't get too mad.
This shirt is the worst.
And Thad says, I really do like your shows. Thank you.
Thanks, Thad. Okay, I'm actually... Oh, wait, maybe I have one in here.
You could use that battle tank to shoot your neighbor with every time they open their sliding door.
All right, read comments. Say things. I gotta get a C clamp or something.
They're on that bucket right there, right?
No, I need like the other type.
Oh. Okay. Well, I want to talk about RC cars, so... And by the time he gets back, the delay will have caught up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Fun stuff. I wish Josh would trim trees in our backyard, but I always have to do it. I'm sorry, I didn't.
You didn't
I couldn't.
answer anything? Let's see. Is this gonna
Oh.
fit? No.
My God, this is amazing. I just gave my neighbor a beer with my TRX4 Bronco and a wagon tied to the back, trying to keep it safe.
That's funny.
Yes, JMC badass. I am missing live PD. So
Is it repeats again?
no, it's back on this week, so you're welcome. Okay.
Yes.
But I did that. I knew the delay would catch up by the time because I was like, I don't really want to talk about RC cars. I knew you'd be back in here before all the comments came in about me not wanting to talk about RC cars. Hint: those tires are directional, so 2 rights and 2 lefts, please.
Good call. Thank you. I'm sure I would have remembered that after I got them mounted.
They provide a set of long screws to clamp the beadlocks down enough to use the regular screws. Then you take the long ones out for the next wheel.
Yes.
Stupid.
That's what I have the long ones in it right now.
I think he was calling you stupid. He was saying like, comma stupid.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. He wasn't really. Nicole should mediate the next live stream takeover. She could have both streams open to keep you guys on track. Plus, her and Matt could team up on Josh. Oh, man. I don't think that sounds like fun at all.
Come on, you giant piece of...
You should paint it John Deere Green. Oh, R.I.P. Joe Diffie.
I truly hate stamped wheels.
Sorry.
Every single time they're the biggest pain in the ass to mount.
How to build a cross RC. Step 1, open kit. Step 2, drink heavily. Step 3, pass out. Step 4, wake up, go buy BS4 10 Pro. Thoughts on pouring a bunch of money into my Vitera?
I don't.
Money pit.
I don't think I would enjoy it for a while you can, and then you know, when you're ready to pour a bunch of money into something, maybe find something newer generation.
Josh, do you know anything about the 1.9 Thornbirds? I hope they aren't as bad as the real ones.
I refuse to even think about owning a set of the little ones just because of how bad the full-size ones were.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Darren. He's asked like 4 times and I haven't gotten to it. Tell me about Boom Racing BRX01, please.
It's just one of those ones that I've never really investigated myself. It's just another one of those ones, like, I never feel like I can really trust the quality of the boom racing stuff enough to think that dropping that kind of money on that car is a great idea. So I have so many other words I would like to use right now because of this wheel, but
took me 3 days to do 6 wheels.
this is some bullshit. I would agree. These are the worst. Are these M3? I don't think so. They're M2.5, and that's the problem. If they're M3s, I'd put some freaking 35 mils through it and just... God damn it. Okay. I have another plan.
Here, I'm not gonna allow this this helpful review, but you can read it.
Okay. It's odd.
I know.
Where'd the other long screw go?
Do you vent your tires or wheels?
I've always vent my tires. How did I lose one of the long screws? Oh, it's on
Those
this.
smell terrible.
Yeah, they're not pleasant. All right, I need I need 2 pieces of something. What do I have?
Somebody said I would suggest you skip this step for the live build.
Yeah. Let's see. At this point, it's almost I'm almost determined. Just since this is such bullshit.
Yeah, I can't say things because I don't know how they're gonna come out. That happened to us earlier, so.
Yeah, you can say that. I don't know why, but
Okay, what's up, Big Joe Toast Wrap?
I don't know why someone wants you to say that.
That's an inside joke. What's the advantage of venting your tires?
So, the advantage is that you actually can tune your tires and how they perform with the foam on the inside. You need your foam to be able to conform and not be fighting the air pressure. RC tires don't work like full-size tires, and how the strength of the sidewalls and the carcass and all that varies through the tire design with the belting and wire and all that. It's way different in RC. So you need the tires to be able to conform easily, and if they're fighting air pressure, it just won't do that. So you need to have your tires vented, and then you tune how the tire acts with the foam.
Cool. It is a quest. It is a quest for fun. Get the tap and die set out. The tank, when I get it filled up with BBs, go to a friend's house, ring his doorbell, and when he answers the door, open fire. That's not very nice, but it's pretty funny. Will you be at Axial Fest in Indiana?
I was planning on it, but then just with how everything is going right now, I don't think I can make the plans to go anymore, just because I'm uncertain of everything. So I don't think it's gonna happen. Otherwise, I was gonna plan to make it there.
Suggest that you substitute a set of Vanquish wheels.
Yeah.
Could I drill the rim to vent it, or will it make them deteriorate faster?
You could drill it, but the easiest thing to do is just put 2 holes in the tires, just 2 like 1/8-inch holes. And don't worry about, you're not going to tear the tire because of the holes. I drive like an idiot, and I've never torn a tire because of it. at this time I know I'm skipping the center cap, and I'm not skipping it for good, but I have a thought.
How much more are you doing on this?
How tired are? What time is it?
It's like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit more. Is that your I'm having fun sound?
No. I'm ready for bed sound. I'll help you tomorrow.
Keep your energy high.
I can't.
Read comments with
Vigor?
yeah.
What's the advantage of having a bigger sidewall than a front wall?
What?
Oh. No. Okay.
I mean, that's not like it's anything wrong. It's just
Okay.
funny. It's just, unless he is saying it in a way that I don't understand, I think he's just being funny.
Okay. I've got a Josh. I think I'm going to build my C-clip of my doodlebug out of copper. That way I get that cool or stiff again with, because I'm an awesome patina dream to end. I read it just the way it says.
Okay.
Lexan scissors or leather punch.
Yep, that's how I modify the tires as well.
Have you updated the firmware on your Hobby Wing Axe system?
Yes, for the every time they're like, there's a new firmware, it fixes it, and I drive it and I'm like, this is still terrible. This is still the worst. And they're like, okay, well we'll do better, and it's just awful. Okay, so compress down. We're gonna take one of these back out.
Just get some double-sided tape and stick the wheels together, and boom, they're done. Will Vanquish ever make ball Intex drivers?
Man, maybe one day, because I like those as well.
So, the Rock Hobby Jeep, an airplane company, makes a scaler. Any opinion on the forthcoming product?
I think it
forthcoming product.
I think it could be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think the 1/6 wheelie stuff is cool. Like you guys saw, Matt and I have been talking about it recently. We both independently had thoughts of building one.
Those wheels need a special tool. It's called a sledgehammer.
I agree.
Watch the bead as you clamp. If you don't clamp even enough all the way around, the bead will slip out.
Yeah, no, that's what I tried to do. It looks like I've got it in there all the way, at least at this point. Who freaking knows?
So you say you hate stamped wheels. What do you think of tramp stamps? Nope, don't have one of those. What do you...
You're saying you don't have any bad tattoos?
I didn't say that. Can Josh stay live when you go to sleep? Yes, absolutely. 100%. Josh can do whatever he wants.
I don't think I've ever fallen asleep live, at least.
What do you recommend for shocks on a TRX4 Bronco?
The stock shocks are pretty good. Unless you're just trying to change them, they're pretty good. I can't believe how bad these wheels are. For real.
They're never going to give you a kit to build again.
Well, this company didn't give me a kit.
Well, I know.
I think RC
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Try reading comments in different celebrity voices.
Yeah. Can you do a single impersonation?
No. I'm not a voice person. I can't sing.
You can't even say sing.
I said sing.
Sang.
Sing.
Your twang came out.
No, sing. Sound like you're in California. But I have the new Jeep Gladiator body. I am assuming that came from something earlier. At Harley Designs, an M4 screw through the center with a nut on it on the back side could be helpful. It's how I do mine. Hot Racing makes a threaded wheel hex to use with a bolt for clamping.
That would normally work, except there's this huge freaking center cap that you have to bolt through. It's the hex adapter and everything. So you have to use this piece of this center cap, and like I don't even see how these freaking screws are long enough. They give you 2 long ones to get things started, and then 4. Like
Jeremiah Salberg says, I'll take your Axe System message. Maybe we can work out a deal. Can you put Holmes Hobby revolvers in all your trucks just to annoy anyone in a 6-mile radius? You ever going to get a Holmes Hobby Magnum motor?
I guess if I had the right application for it, maybe. For the most part, I like his brushless motor best, though. All right, we're going to try this one more time.
What's your favorite RC kit to drive beside your Vanquish rigs?
My favorite one to drive. It's a tough question. Sorry, I'm trying to think and actually do something at the same time.
I can hear Peanut snoring from here.
Are you jealous?
Yeah. At least he's not as loud of a snorer as you are.
My favorite one. I mean, my drag bolt was probably my most favorite. But the Wraith 1.9 is kind of where I keep wanting to say.
Yeah, always. I just bought the KMC Blue Blemish wheels. Do they come with the mounting hardware? The product info doesn't say.
Yeah, they come with everything like you would find in a normal wheel set.
Why is it called Blemish?
We had some that had like a plating error.
Oh.
So we sold them cheaper.
Oh, nice. Score.
Yeah. If you're looking for there's an outlet section on the VP site. You can go in there and there's
at Harley Designs, an M4 screw through the center. We already did that one. Let's see.
I got
Christopher Walken impersonation, please. Oh, I don't even think I could. Except for like from Joe Dirt.
Yeah, that's the only stabbing the eye with the soldering.
Yeah, that's the only. But how can you do a 6-scale Jeep without dolls? I pre-ordered it on the 31st. I already have my dolls and guns, watches, helmets on the way. What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. That's the fun of it. That's what makes it the Barbie dream car. That's why it's fun.
I mean, that's one thing with the 6-scale stuff is it's so open like that and everything that it does seem weird to not have.
I mean,
a driver in it.
I would probably be more inclined to like help if he was into scale stuff, because that is the fun. Like I mean, I wouldn't actually. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah. I would totally help if you did something like that.
Yeah, if he did something that I know he's never gonna do, I'd definitely help. Let's see, what brand of wheels are they?
The the wheels that come with this.
Oh, they have their own wheels.
Yes. I think we finally have it.
What about the Jeep Gladiator body?
I just don't love the proportions. It just doesn't look quite right to me.
Oh, yeah, more cowbell, too. Sounds like you need a CPAP machine.
I don't think I have sleep apnea. Because they say if you have sleep apnea, you're always tired. I sleep great.
Yeah, it's me that doesn't sleep great. Because I have to lay next to him. What was that one that we saw? That meme that we saw? And it was like,
Oh, the
first dating. And like, I love hearing the sound of your heart beat when I lay my head on your chest. And then after...
like two years later, I recorded you in your sleep last night so you can see why.
See how loud you're snoring. Yeah, that's exactly...
You've definitely sent me videos of me snoring.
Yeah. I'm like, do you hear that? That's not a semi-truck air brake. That is your face. Oh, thank you, Voodoo Truckin'. Your voice is just fine, young lady.
You should hear her sing.
Oh yeah, no, not a good look. 1 hour to mount a tire and a wheel, and it's done. Oh yeah, Beanie Baby drivers for the win. Remember those ones that you could get at McDonald's? Those little tiny Beanie Babies that they had?
Mm-mm.
There was like a thing at McDonald's. It was like, Safi, you better get those flies. Get them buggies.
What's up, Savers?
Get those bugs. Come here, Mama. You get those bugs? She's my bug killer.
Come on. Right here. Come on.
A 1/6 scale Willys Jeep without leaf springs is wrong.
No. There's lots of cool flatty builds that have proper suspension and LS's and roll cages. And
What's the T stand for behind you?
stands for our last name.
Thede. That's because you drink so much coffee that you're not tired and don't need a CPAP machine.
Wow, that was worth it.
Josh would put the bomber interior in the 1/6 Willys even though it wouldn't fit. That would be the limit for him as a scale drivers.
That's amazing.
Who is your favorite YouTuber to watch right now?
Let's see.
Harley Designs.
My favorite would be... Ooh, that's tough. I'd have to go look. But I watch a lot of... I probably watch more Linus Tech Tips than anything, which is like a tech channel. But I'm a big fan of computer builds and things like that too. And then I like Cletus McFarland.
What?
Yeah, he's a full-size builds
Obviously.
race, you know.
His name's Cletus.
Well, his name's not actually Cletus.
Oh.
But that's his. Garrett is his actual name.
Oh, I like that name.
And then I like Mike Patey, who builds aircraft, or his own airplanes. And he has a bunch of cool stuff.
I like the guys who drop shit off of towers.
I do watch that one.
I mean, I don't really watch YouTube, but if I did.
It's called, someone will know it. God, what are those guys called? How Ridiculous. And it's such like a channel made for 12-year-olds, but I think it's still like just stupid entertaining, and it's interesting to see how much popularity they've gained and built over doing what they do. And I find that to be interesting, and their success is pretty cool for just a few guys in Australia who drop stuff off of a tall tower. Like,
I like the slow-mo guys too.
oh yeah, that's a great channel.
I usually watch,
Because I think it's called the Slow Mo Guys.
Yeah. I watch a lot of stuff about Megalodon.
Oh my god.
I know, I'm obsessed. Like, I'm obsessed. I love sharks.
I'm a T-Rex.
Jesse Schultz says, I love your cat.
She's a good cat.
He does love our cat because he always comments. She's a good kitty.
Let's see. At number 2.
LS swaps need to go away.
Boo.
What do you think of the sponsor shirts that SBG channel showed with No Line Anguish?
Anguish products. And,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. It was great. It was freaking hilarious.
Harry Miller says, I have sleep apnea and I'm not always tired. I sleep like crap and usually only 6 hours total a night.
Oh, I sleep plenty and I sleep hard and it takes me seconds to fall asleep.
Yeah, I think he has apnea and narcolepsy.
Like when I laid my head down, I should just go to sleep. Like if Nicole says, let's lay down and watch a show, like lay down on the couch just together, I'm immediately asleep. Tell her, I'm like a race car. Yeah. I gotta be doing it. Put me away.
You're a nerd. For a guy that makes expensive kits and watches Linus Tech Tips, you have a pretty mediocre computer.
I have a nice computer, I think. I've got a couple of decent builds. But I will say that I don't have like I've got a 20, what do I have? 2060 graphics card. So
for all of this shit that we have in our house that's electronic that has to do with all of this crap, it better be a nice computer.
it is.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's got all the RGB.
I don't know. Cool.
The lights.
Oh God, those stupid lights. I'm gonna get a cover for it. Or use your black glue to paint it side of that stupid thing. It's like a freaking what is an electronic EDM concert in my living room. It's so annoying.
All the RGB.
Good night, Isaiah.
Water cooled. Got it. It's really built for 4K video is the big thing. And then I have a PC I built in here, which is just a pretty, it's only a, what do you got? Ryzen 3500? No, 2500.
I didn't even know you could build computers. I thought you just bought them.
I built.
I know
all
you.
these.
I'm saying before you built them, I just didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
They did not.
It's a 2600 Ryzen 5, and
I don't think I think he was just joking. I don't think he was asking you to like.
I think everybody likes computer talk. I
No.
think it brings us all together.
They did not have computers in hair school. Wait, his real name is not Cletus. You blew my mind.
Right.
World's strongest trampoline, round 2.
Yep, they dropped a car off the tower onto a
Oh.
trampoline, jet ski, and a boat.
Why would you wreck a jet ski? What? What?
The value you put on a jet ski is
Because it's something that we always wanted as kids, but never could never have. So it's like a big deal. Like I love freaking jet skis. They're just so fun. We always have fun on a jet ski.
You definitely bonded most with the jet ski guy on Tiger King.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
I want you to get this shot of me on my jet ski.
Oh my God, that lifestyle. I was like, what is that haircut? Like, who even did that to you? My cat's name is Randy.
Damn it, Randy. What was it from? Was it Randy is this?
No, Dennis.
Dennis.
Dennis is this. I
What?
hate Dennis.
One of our favorite documentaries is The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia by Johnny Knoxville. And it is a freaking amazing doc. Like, if you need something to watch and you got $12, buy it on Amazon. We've watched it 20 times.
Oh yeah, I could watch it every day.
It is freaking incredible.
expensive computer for porn and Fortnite. Luckily, he doesn't play Fortnite.
I play Rocket League a little bit though. Lately, I haven't played that in a long time. A lot of fun.
See, okay, Moose Jaw said my wife watched that jet ski scene over and over and over and over, laughing all the way. It's so funny. It's so funny. But like, all I could think about was like, what's his face was better.
Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers is. I mean, I just want Kenny Powers. I want Kenny Powers to jet ski. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, I thought it all went away. I just went down and it all went off. I do not know when things will be back in stock at A-Main. I think they're kind of running on a skeleton crew right now, so.
Yeah, A-Main's still maintaining, and they're trying to ship full staff out of North Carolina, but the Chico, California warehouse is running on a lighter crew.
You watch the guy who spends tens of thousands of dollars on random stuff. He spent $30,000 on scratch-offs, only took home 16.
He could be a relative of yours.
Shut up. That's like a redneck thing.
Scratch-offs?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, my great uncle just died, and after the funeral, we went and bought everyone scratch-offs because that was his favorite thing to do. So, I mean, it's just a redneck thing. Because you're poor, you want money, like, it's like, I don't know. Are you going to play SnowRunner?
I probably will. I liked Mud Runner and Spin Tires, so SnowRunner will probably be fun.
What 3D printer?
All right, I built 2 of Wrights so far, so because I didn't pay any attention. So you can definitely make sure to do the rest of them the other way. But I suppose I could give you.
Evil Tom, A-Main, North Carolina. They just opened, not too long ago.
Yeah, they've actually been running that warehouse kind of silently behind the scenes for a little bit. Like they'd turn the site on to ship out of there for a couple of days and turn it off, then turn it on for a few days and turn it off just to make sure their systems were all running. And then they fired it up full steam, and but they had been shipping and testing out of there for a while.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, everyone, have a wonderful night. Stay safe. If you want to, I will help you tomorrow.
It'll probably be Sunday. I flipped that trucking to do, and all kinds of, but maybe Sunday.
All right. So maybe Sunday.
Yes, I think so. I've been sitting in this chair long enough.
Yeah.
I really need a mesh chair.
I mean, you keep saying that.
I know. So.
But all of our money goes to RC cars, so.
Yeah, rather than $700 mesh chairs.
They're $700?
Some of them are. Some of the nice ones.
Ew, man.
Chairs are expensive to get good chairs. I've got that human scale one, which was like an $1,100 chair that I got from work. From Trans Systems.
Yeah?
Because they were going to, I got it. They ordered it for me. And then the E-clip on the bottom that retained it, broke. And I was just like, this is broken. I need to get a new one. Or just a replacement piece. They're like, oh, well, we'll just get rid of the chair and get a new one. I'm like, well, I'm going to take the chair then.
Yeah.
They're like, that's fine.
Obviously.
Okay. So it turned into my welding chair. An $1,100 welding chair.
Why wouldn't you have it as your...
Cause the bad thing was it couldn't lock the back ever. You couldn't lock it. So, then you just sit there and it was kind of annoying.
Huh.
You get very picky about chairs when you sit in a cubicle for...
Yeah, I guess I've never sat in a cubicle.
Yeah. Cubicle life is rough.
Yeah.
Just with how inactive I was crazy.
Right. I just always think office space.
It's basic. I mean, it is office space. Office space is real life. Like
Yeah.
that's as real as it got.
We are no longer reading comments.
Oh, yes, she is not reading anything.
No.
So
So
that makes us done.
yeah, I mean, unless you want to listen to us banter about office chairs.
Right.
Otherwise,
We'll call it for tonight.
we will.
This was fun. This part was fun.
Oh, yeah. Was it? Yes, it was fun. It was a blast.
The cross RCing part was a...
Everybody stay safe.
Yes. Stay home.
Stay home.
Watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Go enter the giveaway if you're still in here. And there's a link in the description where you can go click on that and yeah, enter said giveaway. It's free and I'll ship international.
Whoa.
I know, right?
Dang. What are you giving away?
An ESC and a motor.
Wow.
Nice one too. That's what I would use.
Nice.
I'm generous like that.
That's awesome.
So.
So we'll see y'all Sunday.
Yep, Sunday. Let's end this thing. Hit the button.
Hit the button.
End stream. See you guys. One more time.